Welcome in. I want to say the chip crisp, crisp. I don't know if you Northerners got them. I don't. I've never seen Funyuns. What are they like chips, but they're like onion rings? Because we have snacks like that, but I think they're like a Chinese snack. I'm pretty sure, but we have those. They're in like the green. I don't know what they're called. They're just in the green bag. But when you said fun, I thought it was like fun yun. I was like, what the heck is a funyun? I was like, oh, maybe it's funyun, like the snack. I'd never seen it spelled out before. I've only heard people like talk about it. I never actually like seen the package or like seen anyone write it. But yeah, I know we have those onion chips, but they're not called funyuns. But they're really good. They're really good. Fun onion, because like yeah, where's the Y coming from? Like I just assume that it would be spelled like onion. You know, where is this Y coming from? Is it just like, oh, we gotta spell it in like a wrong way, just for like like Fruit Loops, that kind of thing? I was like, maybe it's just like that, as opposed to boring yuns. Yeah, we don't want. We only want the exciting, fun yuns. We don't want the boring ones. Gotta be cool and down with the kids. Oh, I could understand because I'm not a kid anymore. I was like, if I was a kid, I would have been like so on board with the Funyuns. I don't know who decided these things. I feel like it makes it even harder to like figure out. Like I feel like if you're like Googling, like I feel like there's so many things where it's like you just assume that it was spelled a certain way, right? And then when you actually find out that it was like, it's like it's spelled in like a kind of like nonsensical way. Probably a lot of people think Fruit Loops is spelled like normally, right? But like when you actually look at it, it's like, why would you spell it like that? That's like very confusing. But it's I don't think I think it's not a huge deal. I'm not like Googling Funyuns that often. Fruit Loops, I think it's all Froot. You had s'mores yesterday? Did you have a campfire? Or did you just have s'mores on their own? That's good. Can't remember the last time I had s'mores, but I'm also an anti-camping person. I know they're like a camping snack, right? But like I don't like camping. So I'm like, you know what? I'll give up the s'mores for not having to go camping. There's a campfire, just like at someone's house. Oh, in a local park area. Oh, I don't think we're allowed that these days. Like, or maybe like in the if there's like a specific like fire pit, I think maybe you're allowed to do a campfire, but I don't think we're allowed fires in general. But it's actually like it was really really dry recently, but last night there was actually like a huge storm apparently. I had my window open because it was a bit warm. Like it was like 30 degrees during the day. And then it was like so I was like, "Oh, it's warm out. Let me open the window." And then like I woke up in the middle of the night and it's like pouring so hard. Like the rain was so loud that it like woke me up. So it was I don't know if there was like lightning and stuff like that, but it was very rainy. So which is just in time for the I think the our fair. Like we have an amusement park and then we have a fair that goes on during the time called like the PNE. And it started raining like right when it started, so sounds about right. Don't yeah, exactly. You don't have to burn the forest down. You just keep it in the fire pit. Yeah. I've never seen, but we have like barbecues. Like at parks, we have like the barbecues, but like we don't have never seen a fire pit. But I guess you could just go and like roast marshmallows if you want. I feel like I don't have the tools to do this. Like I feel like you need like the pokey thing that you put the marshmallow on. I feel like I don't have that. I'm not prepared. I've never thought about going and trying to find a fire. I didn't know that was a thing. Maybe it is just a thing, and I just like never been aware of it. Yes. Yeah. Yesterday, actually. Okay. Oh no. Yesterday. Okay. Yesterday we were talking about Minecraft, and I forgot to mention. I found out that they're making. Maybe this is like everyone knows this news, but like they're making a Minecraft movie next year, right? It's coming out next year, but it's a live it's a live action movie. I was like, oh, they're making a Minecraft movie. How nice. I was like, it's a like it seems long overdue. But then I found, and then I was like, oh, like Jack Black is in it, of course. But then I was like, and then I was like looking at it, I was like, is this live action? Is this live action? They're making a live action Minecraft movie with Jack Black and Jason Momoa. Yeah, Jack Black is Steve. Yeah, like he's like the main Minecraft guy. But it doesn't seem like he's like the main character. But like I don't know, in what world do they like look at Minecraft and they're like, yeah, this would be a great live action movie. Like it's a block world. Like how can you translate that into like how's that gonna work? Um, is the surroundings all gonna be blocks and then the people are just people? Like I don't get it. All about the money, but they could have made an animated one in like the Minecraft style, no? Like I feel like that would have been fine. Like they had like the Super Mario movie and like that was animated and like it did fine. Maybe like they didn't know about the Mario movie yet. They were like, oh, it has to be live action. Like no one will watch an animated one. But like that seems like a weird. I don't know. It just seems like a really strange choice. I will not be watching it, but I will I will see. I can only imagine that it's gonna be bad. You know? Aren't they making a lot of live action movies at the moment? Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think like animation is not like super popular, but like even like I don't know. But yeah, maybe they just didn't know about the. But like they make a lot of animated kids movies, right? They make so many animated kids movies, and like a Minecraft movie is definitely gonna be a kids movie. Like it's not gonna be like a movie for like adults, right? So like I don't. I can understand that. That like that thought process, you know, but they do a lot of silly things in Hollywood. Yeah, it's a. I'm trying to make a list. I was trying to make a list yesterday of like movies I want to watch. That I feel like I've just been like scrolling my phone too much, and like I feel like it's just like not very good for your brain. So I'm like, oh, like if I'm not gonna just be on my phone, then maybe I should watch more movies or like read more books, you know, that kind of thing. Um, so that's my plan. I was like seeing I was scrolling, but I was scrolling with a purpose to see what movies people recommend. So if you've seen any really good movies recently, um, then let me know, and I might watch it, but it depends what it's about, or depends what kind of movie it is, you know. And welcome in, Nive. Good morning. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good weekend. It was like the nicest sunny day. It was the nicest sunny day yesterday, and today, like it's gonna be raining for like the next 5 days. So the weather just took a downturn. But I'm not that mad because it's been kind of warm, so it's nice to cool it down a little bit. And welcome in, Fran. Hope you're doing well today. You're just passing through. It's great to have you. Yeah, so it's not like it's not like okay, it's kind of humid to be fair, because of the rain and stuff. It's like it feels cool outside, but it is quite humid, which is like my least favorite kind of weather. Because I hate when it's like when it looks cold out and then you step outside, you're like, oh, it's kind of cold, but then like you're outside for like 10 minutes and you're like, oh, it's cold, but why am I like sweaty? Like it just feels really gross. Like it just like it doesn't look cold. It doesn't look hot out or anything like that, but you just get like sweaty for no reason. It's like the worst kind. How am I doing? I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, I was driving to my mom's house yesterday, and I was driving through a green light, and then someone completely ran. Like there was like a stop sign. Someone completely ran the stop sign, and then like I had to like I think for the first time since having to drive, like I slammed like really hard on the brakes, um, but did not hit them. But I don't think they even noticed that I almost hit them. Like I was really close to them. Like I would like because like they were coming like perpendicular to me. I was like a foot away from hitting them, and I don't think they noticed me, which is very concerning. This person is very unaware of his surroundings. They did not see a stop sign. They did not see a car. Literally almost T-boned them. You're doing real great. That's great to hear. No bonus points? Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's more hassle than it's worth. Maybe they would have, started driving a bit better, had they gotten hit one time, but I'd rather not. I'd rather not deal with that. But yeah, I like these days, I just like, I cannot trust anyone on the road, you know? Like, I'm like, I feel like now, like, even if I'm driving through a green light and the other people have like a red light, I feel like I'm just gonna like watch them. I'm gonna be like, don't go. Like I feel like, um, yeah, it's just not good. Some drivers really shouldn't be out there. Yeah, I've had some really questionable drivers recently. Um, what scares me the most is like truck drivers. Because I used to think like, oh, like people who drive trucks, like, they drive for a living. They must be like above average at driving. But I kind of realized they're not. Like, they're really not. Um, like a few weeks ago, I almost got ran off. Like, I got ran out of my lane by a truck. Like, I was like, it wasn't even like I was like just staying in the same lane. Like, I wasn't even changing lanes. I was just driving in the same lane, and this truck just came in. I was like, bro. So I don't trust anyone. I'm just gonna stay far away. Yeah, it always amazes me how some people drive, you know? I've seen some like very nonsensical things happening on the road, so I feel like you just have to drive very defensively and hope for the best, and just don't trust anyone to follow any rules. Like you think like don't trust anyone to stop for you, don't trust anyone to like check before turning, you know? So uh, I have my dash cam though. I got the dash cam footage because I was like, I couldn't like in the moment I couldn't really remember. I was like, oh, maybe like I was in the wrong, even though I had a green light, to be fair. Um, but yeah, I checked the dash cam footage after it. Completely ran. They were going really fast, and or not really fast, but they were going like like full speed, and then they like they didn't even like slow down at the stop sign. They just went. I was like, what kind of intersection? Like, there's not even like a light. Like, it was not even like they thought there was a green light. There was no light, so I don't know why you would just go on an intersection that has no light. It's very very strange. Um, Keeping a distance is pretty important for weird things like that. Doubly so if it's a track. Yeah, yeah. I think now I'm just gonna like I mean I do like generally slow down on I wasn't driving very fast because it was like it wasn't like a highway, or it was just like a normal like residential road. So like I wasn't going very fast, so luckily I was able to stop. But like I feel like I should just like I'm gonna slow to a crawl at every intersection. So just to not trust anyone. Um I don't think I understand your question, friend. I'm sorry. And welcome in, Harry. How are you? Is it wokage or is it bej? I feel like it should be bej, no? Isn't it really late or early? I don't know my time zones well enough. You finished your shower, skincare, nice. How many steps is your skincare routine? 2:19 a.m. Oh, that's a sleeping time, yeah. Only like 4? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Sometimes like I could never like some people have like 12-step skincare routine. I'm like that seems like that seems like too much, you know? I feel like these days I'm like less is more, you know? For a while I was like getting into skincare and I was doing like like toner, serum, and then like the um toner, serum, and the moisturizer, right? But then I ran out of my serum, and then I ran out of my serum, and then I was like, do I even need this? And then I just stopped. So now I just do my toner and my serum. But I have pretty sensitive skin, so I think like less is more for me. And my skin is pretty good generally, so I don't think it needs too much. It just I just have pretty dry skin, I would say. But it took me like I had to buy like 4 different toners to find one that just did not break me up, which is really annoying. You did almost hit a truck. Was there any alternative you could and should have taken? Well, I think I did the right thing by the truck like just came like basically cut me off, right? And I just went into the other lane, so I didn't hit them, or they didn't hit me. I was just driving straight, man. But yeah, you should definitely be careful because um, trucks are definitely not checking properly before turning. You do double cleanse? Oh yeah, I do actually double cleanse as well. I guess at the step. I guess technically at the step. But yeah. If I'm wearing makeup, I double cleanse. If I'm not wearing makeup, I just do like one wash. But I don't exfoliate every day. I think my skin, it gets really like red. Uses rice water oil cleanser. Cosrx Gentle. I have the same one. I love Gentle. Is it the low pH Gentle morning cleanser or like whatever it's called? Is it the same one? I love that one. You use the clarifying toner. I don't use the Cosrx toner. I use Claire's for everything else. I use the Claire's toner and I use the Claire's moisturizer. And that really works for me. And yeah, sunscreen. That's true. That's true. Use a toner and then a cleanser again. Isn't that washing off your toner? Is that this the Michung? Are you taking inspiration from Angel? Oh wait, yeah, that doesn't make sense. You mean moisturizer, toner, moisturizer. Maybe don't wash it off. Those are expensive, man. I think I just had the word cleanser. I think I was saying cleanser out loud, and you probably just you did the opposite of what I do, where I'm speaking and then I read something and then I accidentally say that word. You probably did the opposite. And welcome in, Ricky. How are you? Maybe the perception of the driver is not correct. They didn't pay attention to the blind spot. They absolutely did not pay attention to the blind spot. You have to be really like I try not to like hang out in the truck blind spot. Like I think the even like drivers and instructors say this, but like even the driving instructors say this, but like you should the few times you should speed. It's like if you're in a truck's blind spot, you should just go ahead. Like just make sure you're out of it, you know, because you cannot trust them to not just flatten you, you know. I'm gonna find something more aggressive for your pores. Yeah, I don't really know, cause like I feel like we're so I feel like we're so accustomed to see like even now I have like the skin smoothing on my camera, and we're so used to having like filters and stuff like that like we're not used to like people have pores, man. Like like people just have pores, and I follow a lot of like beauty and skincare subreddits and stuff like that. And then someone posted on the subreddit, they were like, "What can I do about my pores? They're so big. Like, what can I like?" And they posted a picture of their skin, and then everyone was like, "Bro, you have normal skin. Like, you know that's what skin looks like. Like, that's literally what skin looks like. It's supposed to be like bumpy. You're supposed to see pores, right? Like normal skin is texture, and that's so like sad that, you know, we reached a point where it's like, you know, that's like a normal way for people's skin to look, and you know, we're just not used to it. When your skincare routine is so complicated, you struggle to type it out. Yeah, it's confusing. I feel like mine is not too bad. Like I feel like I wash my face. It's how it is. I think yeah, wash your face and then moisturizer. That's like basic. That's like the baseline, I would say. I would say that's the baseline, and then like maybe a toner, like a Korean, like not a Korean toner, but like an Asian toner. Like the Western toners have like alcohol in it. It's very drying. Just here nodding. You've never heard of half these things before? Surely, I hope you've heard of washing your face and sunscreen. That's important, okay? Especially if you have pale skin. Especially if you have pale skin. Even if you don't have pale skin, wearing sunscreen protects your skin. No skin cancers. And it helps you from like that's the best thing you can do for aging. Like you'll look younger automatically if you just keep wearing sunscreen. Um, you know, you might want to look better, but having pores is normal. Did I update you on getting makeup? What about it? Or like you got makeup for the first time? You're doing walking meets at your mom's house right now in Cuba. So full of envy for both of them. Oh, I'm sorry, Cookie. Do you have any plans to visit back home? Didn't your family come visit you recently? Like they came to you, right? Um, you ran out of exfoliator, so I haven't exfoliated in a while. I didn't notice that huge difference. I mean, it kind of just depends like on your skin type. Because I have quite dry skin, so like if I noticed I don't exfoliate very often. Like I exfoliate like maybe every few weeks or whatever. But I noticed like it's like flake. There's like definitely like some dry skin like flakiness. But that's because I have like really dry skin. Asian skin, especially we're very susceptible to hyperpigmentation. What is hyperpigmentation again? um, we have a friend from Armani, which I think I told you about. She wrecked this primer and foundation to me. She gave half a bottle's worth in samples. So you've been using that. Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, like if you're worried about your pores, I mean, yeah, I feel like you can't make your pores just go away because like pores exist. Um, but you can minimize the look of your pores through makeup. Especially primers. Primers like okay. If you guys don't know, there's like this thing called a primer, right? Okay, it's like a makeup thing, and you put it on like before your makeup, so like primes your skin, and it makes your face like blurry. It's crazy. Like I cannot show you, because I don't think my camera will pick it up. But like you have you have like skin texture, right? And then you put the primer on, and it's like blurry. It looks like there's like a filter on it. You're like, whoa, that's crazy that it does that. Metroid primer. Maybe that's how Samus gets such smooth skin. But yeah, it is kind of wild. So you actually you can get that. You can get that look IRL, but it just requires a layer of stuff on your face, you know? I try not to wear too much stuff on my face because I mean, it's like not very necessary because my camera has like the smoothing thing, so I can get away with just less. But I think just generally like um it's just the bright lights and um the camera filter. And later on you get a bottle of Armani's luminous silk. That's very fancy. That's very fancy. I used to like wear much more expensive makeup, but then I realized like there's a lot of really good cheaper makeups. So I was like, let's do that. Especially Asian makeup, a lot cheaper, and it's a lot. Um, it's good. You don't need makeup if you never leave the house. That's true. That's why I don't wear makeup that much. I'm not planning to come back for a while because you left during military service period. If I come back, there's a chance of them denying your departure. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good call. That's a good call. Do not want to be conscripted. How long is the military service period? Is it till like you're 30? I think the most only makeup you're gonna use is just primer and foundation. Yeah. I feel like what I like a nice concealer can be good though if you're not like sleeping a lot. If you have like dark circles. But if you don't have dark circles, then it's really no problem. Um Where's the K-pop on stream? I thought you're chatting here. We are chatting and there's K-pop playing in the background. I don't know how else we could incorporate it. Maybe we'll have um we'll have a K-pop idol here in person. Does concealer go before or after foundation? Um, I usually just do it before, but I don't. You don't really put like foundation that close to your eyes, right? So I wouldn't really like. It depends on how much foundation you want to use. I'm assuming you're not going to like use it too heavily, right? Um, so I would say it doesn't matter too much. Because I would normally just put foundation like around this area. Um, and then it doesn't really matter. But I'm also not like a full face of makeup kind of person, so I'm not super sure. Um, what was I gonna say? I have something to share, but I can't remember. You took 4 drops and it blends in crazy well. Yeah, you don't need too much. You don't need too much. Especially if you have a nice multi-step skincare routine, your skin will already be beautiful. It won't need too much. Or just to even it out a little bit, you know? Yeah, I've been trying recently to just be like, to just like I wanna really optimize my like getting ready in the morning, getting ready at night process. But like I don't know how many more speedrun skips I can add to this process, you know? Like I feel like it's just gonna be slower no matter what, you know? Like I'm not taking like an hour to get ready. Actually, it depends what I'm doing, you know? Like but like I think these days it only takes me like 10 minutes maybe to do my makeup, 10, 15 minutes. Um but sometimes it's annoying, like when I'm trying to get ready at night. I'm like, okay, it's time to get ready for night. And I'm like, surely it shouldn't take that long. Like I'm just showering. I'm washing my face, I'm showering, and I'm brushing my teeth. But somehow it takes longer than I think. You know what I mean? Like it's not like I spend a really long time in the shower either. I'm only in the shower for like less than 5 minutes, right? But then I'm like, why is this taking so long? Like why is like I'm always just like amazed. Maybe I'm just like very distracted. Like maybe I'm just um like maybe it's just because like I'm like I was watching like YouTube video or something like that. Maybe I'm just getting distracted by the video. I don't know. Um, 28, 29. Oh, okay, okay. Because the epilepsy weren't able to do it when you were 18, but they never gave you like the thing that lets you free. Yeah, and like an exemption. You know how to call it in English. So technically, you can't leave the country without that. Oh, but yeah, you don't get I feel like I feel like you should get an exemption for that, but I guess you just have to wait a few years then. Yeah, that's what's really annoying. I had some um so you're exempt if you turn 25 and haven't been called up. Wait, do you guys have conscription too? It's like required? Supposed to come back after 2 months. That's why they let me go, but I didn't. I mean, yeah, go fair. Yeah, we had family friends growing up who are Korean, and they had a son and a daughter, and the daughter has still Korean citizenship, but they didn't give the Korean citizenship to their son because he would have had to been like conscripted, right? So and that's always rough. I would not I would not want to be forced into this, you know? I would not survive. I guess usually they only conscript the men, but like, you know, I I still would not, you know, I wanna choose my own life, you know. I know I think like, you know, in Korea they're not like actively doing stuff, but it's still just like what are you gonna do? Um you theoretically have conscription, but the number of people who actually get called up is so small, you can basically just say you're not motivated, and there's a good chance you never go. So practically speaking, it's mostly voluntary. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. I feel like I mean, I guess I would never have to worry about this. Like even if Canada randomly were like we're under attack, like we need conscription or whatever, I feel like I would just be exempt. I feel like they would only take the men anyway, so I'll be like I'll just be chilling at home watching TV. But maybe they wouldn't even want me anyway. I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be very helpful. And like I have to worry about fighting in a war, you know? Like I feel like I would be negative helpful, so I think that's okay. We have universal conscription now, so girls get called up too? What? I'm not even exempt from this. That's too bad. Well, I guess I mean, you know what? You have to give them credit for being progressive at least, right? Like for being like um for the equality. I feel like I don't want either one, but like I guess it's better that it's equal. I'm sure there's like lots of ways to get out of it though. Like if something happened, you could be like, "Oh, I broke my leg." 'Cause that's not a good way to get out of it. But like maybe there's lots of things that can exempt you. But maybe if they're like desperate and they just really need people, then a lot of things wouldn't be able to exempt you. I don't think that will ever happen though. No, I don't think anyone's gonna attack Canada. I don't think we have anything to. We don't. I don't feel like we don't have anything to take. You know. You got called up to the Air Force, but you got a delay because you were studying. Wait, so if you get called up, how long do you have to do it? Is it like a long time? And why do they even need like what are they worried about? 1 year. Oh, that's not. I guess that's not too bad. But 1 year still like a while. I guess doing it any less would be kind of not worthwhile. Like, hey, come here for 1 week. You wouldn't even like get past the training. I guess if everyone gets called up for 1 year in an emergency, everyone would be trained. Share land border with Russia. Oh, so they're just worried about that. Do a lot of European countries have conscription as well then? I guess I never heard of it because it's not like I guess it's not like a everyone goes kind of thing. Oh, okay, it's common. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean we share a huge border with America, but you know, we're just pretty chill with them, you know? Like we're just gonna submit, you know? Finland has like a hardcore conscription and the army is huge. Oh, okay. I did not know this. Technically, pianists only do 1 month, but I didn't even get to do that. Pianists do There's a specific rule for a pianist? That's weird. Did they want your piano skills? My mom recently we had like a upright piano. And we recently sold it. Now we don't have like a real piano at home. But it's not like I played it that often anyway. Because I don't live there anymore. I think like whenever I move to like a bigger apartment, I want to get like a keyboard. Cause it's really annoying not having one. I have like a piano app on my phone, and I'm like, okay, here are the notes, you know. But like the piano app on your phone is really not the same thing. And you can't play anything on it. You can just like if you just want like certain notes, you can use it, but like you can't play anything. Unless you have really tiny hands. And you only need like a very small section of the piano. For string musicians. Oh, okay. Back in the day, to do 2 years of civil service to get out of doing military service. I don't even know if that's even a thing today. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense as well. I guess if people don't really get called up anyway, then there's no point doing that. But yeah, I don't think we have I don't hear much about like I don't think we have a very intense military, you know. Like I don't really like have heard of anyone going into the military here. Like I feel like or at least like for Americans, I feel like it's like quite common, right? Um but like but like here I feel like I don't know of anyone who like went into the military, like the Canadian military. There's probably like 10 people in there. No kidding. Just to like me and get delays until you turn 25. Wait, they only want you until you're 25? How ages? They only want under 25-year-olds. Wind and percussion instruments do up to 2 years. What? Why is this specific to musicians? Not even a single Mountie? Are they military? I thought they were just police. The RTMP are like police, no. Oh, but I don't know any police officers either. But maybe it's just like where I grew up. I don't know. I don't know anyone who became a police officer or RCMP. I'm not really sure the distinction either. Maybe one is like a more. I have no idea actually. I feel like I see both. Like we have like police cars, and some of them are Vancouver police, and some of them are RCMP cars. So I'm not really sure what the difference. Maybe it's just like whoever's managing them. I have no idea. I think I know of one person who became like a firefighter, but I don't know anyone who became a cop. Maybe it just wasn't popular. Like where I grew up, I don't know. Everyone's getting like white collar job. Wait, is white collar job like the office job? Yeah, right. Because you're wearing like a suit. Why is it called white? Why is it called a white collar job and blue collar job? Or like car mechanics and stuff wearing like blue button up shirts. I feel like it should be like collar job and no collar job. Does that make sense? I guess like yeah, because if you're working, if they wear blue overalls. Who? Oh, mechanic? Do they all wear overalls? I don't think so. I think they just wear normal clothes, right? But that's not even a collar. Like, are they wearing like a collared shirt under the? Because I feel like the whole point of a non-white collar job is that you wouldn't have to wear a collared shirt or a suit, right? You could just wear like any clothes. And welcome in, Bear. How are we doing well today? They used to have like uniforms. Eh? I mean, I don't really like see the mechanics. I just bring the car in. I have to go to the dealership still because I'm like under warranty. But like I don't see the actual mechanic. I just see the like the front desk people. Everyone used to wear suits at the office. Yeah, that would suck, man. I feel like that's like my worst nightmare, you know. Um, like having to just wear like really formal clothes. Like in Japan, like a lot of workplaces, like you have to wear very specific gray suit. Okay. It's like you have to wear this very specific type of gray suit, and you have to just like always wear that. And they're very strict. Like if you're a woman, you have to wear makeup. Like you get in trouble if you're not wearing makeup, or like if your nails are like not nice, or something like it's like stuff like that. It's like that's very sexist. Back in my day, back in my day, all the mechanics wore blue overalls. We just see upper class to see the mechanic. Apparently, I'm not into cars enough to see them. So I'm getting a tech job so I can wear hoodies at work. You can just wear hoodies and shorts and Crocs. Okay. Sleep well, Harry. Thanks for stopping by. Just came into a nightmare. Hi, Sacred. No, I feel like it would just be such a disaster to have like to wear like to wear like having to wear like such uptight clothes all the time. Like I feel like I'm a very casual person. I really hate like any kind of like formalities and stuff like that. I don't like very like traditional things, and I don't like very like formal things. So like that's honestly it's like my worst nightmare. I could never work in Japan. I'd be way too disrespectful. And I would not want to wear gray suit, okay? And you can't even wear like the one with pants. I'm pretty sure if you're like a lot of times like there's like a skirt one. I'm like that's not it. I could not see myself wearing that ever in my life. You do own Crocs? It's time. It's time. You just pretend you're cosplaying Larry every day. That's true. That's true. But I feel like eventually, like that's like the copium, like going to work every day, you know. But like I feel like eventually it would overcome you, you know. And Bear, thank you so much for the 7 months. I appreciate it. Can't believe it's been 7 months. It's a long time. I feel like time has just really flown by. Cause already like we're already like more than halfway through August. So it's like basically September already, you know? That's how it works. Basically September already, which means it's basically the end of the year. Getting old fast. Oh no. I mean, we're all getting old at the same speed, you know? So and you can rest assured that you're not alone. Yeah, imagine time moving forward. That's crazy. Yeah, it's basically already fall, you know? Like we're fast approaching fall already. What you guys do this year? Did you do something meaningful this year yet? You can pause stream, but not live. That's true. That's true. I mean, you can't even really pause stream, like, cause it's live. You know, like you can pause it, but it's still continuing, right? Can hear you. I paused you. Oh no. I guess you can pause stream. It's I think my time passes, but you can't see. But my roots growing out. My roots are very dark compared to like. But you can't see it. You can't see it. That's why I don't bother. Because you can't even see on stream. You know. There's so many things like for like most of the time like the only time I really care about looking like presentable or like wearing like makeup or whatever is stream. And then so like there's so many things that like don't really matter on stream. Like on stream, like obviously there's like the filter, like the not the filter, but like it's like a skin. I have like a skin smoothing thing on my camera. I'm very nice. But like for example, like eyeshadow, unless you do the eyeshadow so heavily, you can't even see it on camera. From like I don't even bother with that stuff. And I guess like what you wear waist down doesn't really matter, you know. So most of the time, I'm just wearing leggings. It's like you don't really need to like if I'm wearing a cute outfit from the waist down, you would never know, you know. And we need to stream in HDR so we can see you age, of course, of course. One day I'll turn off the filter. But I don't think it's that significant. Streamers have a waist down. No, there isn't. Only on Just Dance streams. But yeah, I mean, I think I used to have the filter much lower, but then I got used to it, and then I turned it up higher, and I was like, oh, this is chill. I can just wear less makeup, you know. So it's kind of a makeup replacement. Just tie a bow on your Crocs, and they'll be presentable 24 hours a day. That sounds cute. I can stand by that. I haven't had Crocs since I was a kid, and I remember I had Crocs, and then they ripped, like the strap thingy, it like ripped off. I just remember that very, very vividly. But yeah, welcome in, Wolf. Crocs are always presentable. I mean, you could have you can like I feel like there's Crocs for every situation, you know. But more of a slides person. I'm always wearing my slides at home. I don't wear them out because they're my inside shoes. Wrong waist. You know, same thing. The sport mode strap? Yeah, the sport, yeah. I lost it. I think they were like really cheap Crocs anyway, so I didn't really remember too much about my Crocs. I didn't have a very long Crocs phase. I'm more of a sneakers guy myself, you know? I'm like I had so many pairs of shoes that like cuz like I didn't my foot size has not like my shoe size sorry has not I guess foot size shoe size hasn't changed since I was like 13, right? So like I had like a lot of like shoes piled up, right? But then I realized like I don't even wear like 90% of my shoes, and then I got rid of like a bunch of them when I moved. Cause like I don't even wear these. Cause most of the time I go out, I'm not really like I just wear like sneakers, right? Like I just have like you should have like you have so many shoes, but like you should have one pair that you just wear like all the time, right? It's like your everyday sort of shoes. And then so like I realized that I pretty much just wear those. So then I got rid of everything. And I just replace my everyday sneakers. Wow. You need a sneakers guy energy to have a New Balance dad energy. I don't think I will ever be like a sneaker person though. Some of these sneakers are so expensive. Like the new running shoes I bought to like wear like hiking and stuff like that. They were originally $260. Like who the hell is paying $260 for these sneakers? It's so expensive. But they were on sale for $80, which I'm very proud of. Me and Bank selling all your old kicks. I didn't sell them. I was talking about this other day, but I hate selling stuff. I get rid of clothes quite frequently, and I usually just donate them. If you have your Crocs for like a decade, you wear them, and when I take out the bins, yeah, it's nice to have shoes like that. I think maybe I need like an outdoor pair of slides. I can just wear them walking down. New Balance is a dad shoe. It is, Okamoto. I'm sorry. But welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Congrats on your new fatherhood. I'm assuming you have New Balances, and that's why you're asking. You're one step away from wearing Costco clothes, from wearing Kirkland brand clothes. Yeah, I think I just need like a few good pairs of shoes. Um, and then that's it. Like you need some shoes for certain situations. Like I have my everyday sneakers. I have like actual like exercise sneakers, you know, like proper sneakers. Um, and then I have like when it's like really gross and rainy, muddy out, kind of waterproof shoes. Um, and then I have some sandals, but those are just ones that I kept around. I think that's it. And I probably need like one pair of like fancy shoes, but I'll get around to that. Sorry to answer a call. Specific for musicians and string instrument require a lot of care of their hands, and they can easily injure during military. Oh, and it's required for wind and percussion since military bands have them. Oh, so you're in the military band. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was wondering why there's like specific rules for that. Me balances in a belt bag. I have the belt bag thing down, but I think I need to buy a new bag. Like, cause like you guys know, I have like my Lululemon belt bag, and I have like a knockoff one from Costco actually. But I wore it so much that I think it's like hurting my shoulder. Cause like when I wear it like across my body, right? And then like I feel like whichever shoulder I have it on starts like hurting. So maybe it's like really unergonomic. So I think I might just need to get like a proper like purse. I'm really not a purse enjoyer. I have I have like a purse I got from Etsy that's in the shape of a little bear. That's the only purse I have, but maybe I should get like a proper one. I'm going to get New Balances. Now I don't. I mean, go for it. Just embrace it, man. Your brother-in-law went full dad mode after becoming a dad. He wears Sebago's leather sailing shoes now. Wow. And socks? Wait, I don't know if these are sandals, actually. Maybe they're not sandals. They're just... Oh, like, okay. Wait, are they like the boater shoes kind of thing? There's like a specific name for them, right? It's like the ones with like the... I don't know how to describe them. They're like kind of like sneakers, but they don't have like lace up, right? That might be what you're talking about. Not upper class enough to know what sailing shoes are. It's yeah, I think I need to get a new dock signs. I don't know what that is. Sorry. But yeah, I need to get I think I need to get a proper bag. Cause like I think like the thing I really like though about the belt bag is like it's really nice for traveling because it's very safe, right? It's right in front of you. It's not like on your side. It's not like on your back like a backpack. It's very safe because like no one can take stuff out of it. But I bet you need to like cut down on the amount of things I have in it. Like maybe I can like get rid of my wallet and just have like a card thingy. But maybe that's the play. Because I probably could get rid of some things in there. But I always have like certain things. You know, I have like my retainer case. I have my hand sanitizer. I have eye drops because I wear contacts. I have my keys, my car keys, and my house keys. And I also have some tissues. And what else? I usually these days I usually carry on my lactase pills because I'm lactose intolerant. And you never know when you want a sudden when something you want to eat has like dairy in it because like everything has dairy in it these days, you know. I'm welcome in social. I'll doing well today. Maybe I need to cut back on the wallet. Maybe it's the wallet. But like my wallet is really cute. So I have a hard time parting with it, but I guess I don't need a full wallet because it's like when will I really use like the cash, right? Like I don't need like coins or cash or anything like that. So I would have I'm having a space issue in my bag. It's like it's very precarious right now. When the cheese craving hits, I'm actually not a huge cheese enjoyer. I know this is very controversial, but like I don't love cheese that much. Like I don't really like cheese on its own. And I don't really like I I don't like when there's too much cheese on things, you know? Like I do like cheese to some extent, but I'm not the type of person to eat cheese alone. Like to just eat cheese on its own. Pay a bit of cash in your card holder, but you just pay with the phone anyway. Yeah, I think I maybe just like get like a card holder, stick a few like bills in there, and then just have like just the cards that you need. And then like yeah, most of the time I pay with my phone. Disagreed? You're a cheese enjoyer? I'm sorry. I'm not preventing anyone from enjoying their cheese. I just don't personally like cheese that much. You bring your wallet to the supermarket? Yeah, I mean I have a couple cards. Like I have like a one like point, it's not like a points card, but you get like a lot of discounts. And then also my Costco membership card. This is the only cards I really need that are not like credit cards. But I don't know. Maybe I just need to I might need to invest in the card holder. Take me everywhere and I'll solve your cheese problem free of charge. Wow, thank you, social. That's so kind of you. In case I'm walking around and someone gives me like a baby bell cheese and I'm like, oh, I don't really like eating this, you know? I'll have a cheese man, you know? Yeah, I don't think I could yeah, I'm not a fan of those like baby bells and stuff like that. But I think, you know, but cheese on like a sandwich, good. Cheese and like baked goods, like cheese bread. Love, speaking of Costco, cheesy bread from Costco, love that. Like stuff like that is totally fine. I love it. But just not cheese on its own, you know? You never know when surprise cheese, yeah, you never know, you never know. The cheese can come out of nowhere. Yeah, it's hasn't happened to me yet, but maybe one day. Although I was reading, sorry, this is not related. This is kind of related actually. No, it's not related at all. I was reading the Vancouver subreddit this morning, and someone got an egg thrown at them. Like someone was just driving past in a car, and they had an egg thrown at them. And I'm like, and apparently it's like really dangerous because like when you throw an object from a car, like obviously the car has speed, right? So like it can actually it can actually cause all the damage, right? Because the egg is going quite fast, especially if the egg doesn't, like if the egg cracks, it's like okay, I guess, but it's also kind of messy. Um, but like if the egg doesn't crack, it can be like a like you're throwing like a projectile out of the car, you know. So I think that's so stupid. It's like actually so stupid. And like if you hit someone in the face too, like the eggshell can go in their eyes, and then you'll have like a really disaster, right? Like it's really people can be really really injured by it. Because I feel like people are like, oh, like you know, like oh, like teenagers will do this, right? But like when I was a teenager, I never once thought about like just randomly throwing an egg at someone, like someone just stranger on the street, you know, like why? Like I don't think any of my friends would have been like, yeah, that sounds fun, let's do that, you know, like I don't think we just like I don't think it's like a oh like teenagers will be teenagers. The thing is just like those people just have like a blatant disrespect for other people, you know? And like him in CJ. That's a great emote. Bored teenagers. How bored must they be? Just go play a video game or watch a movie. Like, why are you throwing eggs at people? And it's common sense that like it could really hurt someone. I guess it's not common sense because you're like, oh, it's just an egg. I'm just throwing it, but you're in a car. We all just have eggs for real. Yeah, we are. We are. I'm the eggest of us all. What's your favorite Subway cookie? Oh, that's a tough one. The white chocolate macadamia one is really good. But also the white chocolate macadamia one is really good. But sometimes I really like the M&M cookie. Is it M&M or is it Smarties? One of them. Really good. I know Ricky is an M&M enjoyer, so you're a relatively smart teenager though. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Maybe I'm just like underestimating people's like thought process, you know? Because like all the teenagers I knew were not stupid enough to do that, you know? Welcome in Sparkling Thunder. English only in chat, please, but hope you're doing well today. And welcome in Rockman. Common sense no longer exists. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's not like a recent thing. There's probably always there's probably always kids like that doing stuff like that, but it's it's just hard for me to imagine like I obviously understand like people like I obviously like understand that some kids will do stupid stuff like that. Like people are always doing stupid stuff. Like here, there's like popular cliff jumping spot where people die there all the time, and still there's like 15 like if you go there, there's like 15 signs saying like don't jump, you will die, danger, like people have died here, and then still people jump off there, and I'm like, I don't understand. Like I don't understand. Um, maybe people just have like a they just want to die. I guess like they're just like they have no they have no like sense of danger. I wouldn't ask if they had M&M ones. Oh no, I'm pretty sure they have M&M ones here. Macadamia, yeah, the macadamia ones are good. If you like, I feel like white chocolate macadamia cookies are just really good. My Hero Macadamia. Get out of here, Angel. We can't have anime references here. This is no weebs allowed. Look at the sign. I can very easily imagine teenagers doing dumbish like that. Yeah, man. But it's just like I don't I want to know like how they become that way, Like are they just stupid? Did their parents not raise them to be like careful of danger? Like do they just have like I don't understand. Is it just one dumb teenager and then like they're just like peer pressuring the rest of them, or like are they all stupid? I don't understand. A weeb spawned. Oh no. Yeah, the weeb alarm is triggering. What's up, danger? Most teenagers do very dumb and cringe thing as part of growing up. I mean, I don't doubt that, but there's like a level of it, Like harming others is probably quite high on the list. Jumping off a cliff where lots of people die. I don't know. I feel like I have too much self-preservation to do that. Like, especially, it's a well-known spot where people die all the time. So it's like, why are you still jumping like that? But yeah, so maybe it's just the underdeveloped, what is it called? Frontal lobe. Maybe there's this very, very like soft. I don't know if it's supposed to be soft or. And welcome in, Danny. Hope you're doing well today. Teenagers and also break out into mass brawls all the time. That's not great. What do you mean? Like they're like fighting? Like a huge group of them fighting? But then I guess like, well, there's a lot of adults also acting this way, Like when you think about it, there's lots of adults also acting this way. So maybe it's not a teenager thing. Maybe it's just like a lot of people grow out of it and some people do not. Your brain is brand new, not a single wrinkle. You're like just born. I see. I see. Kids born after like 2002 has progressively gotten worse. I think it's just more visible these days, honestly. Like I feel like teenagers have always been, yeah, I don't think it's like we're getting stupider. I think like if anything we're getting smarter, but the small the subset of people who are doing really stupid things are like these days they go like viral, right? So they're just more visible. Because there's probably people doing stupid stuff back in the day, but you just couldn't see about it because there wasn't the internet, They just weren't posting it because you couldn't. I don't think it's a kids these days kind of thing. But yeah, so I think I have to imagine they always existed. Check boomer. Kids these days. What are they doing? But I don't think I know many like I don't think I know many like Zoomers. I'm out of the loop. I feel like kids now are more fragile. I don't. This is very boomer take, Rockman. Um, Back in my day, we didn't need a phone to jump off a cliff. We just jumped off cliffs on our own. We didn't need to put on TikTok. Trudeau's Vancouver. Trust me, there's a federal election coming up. I'm getting ads like that. They're like, Trudeau promised that something something, and then now look at this building on fire. This is Trudeau. Like I'm getting so many ads like that. But yeah, it's starting. It's starting. Lower housing. Yeah. Housing that comes up as well. It's and you can always tell when the election is starting. You start getting some like slanderous ads. Yeah, okay, I see you're getting the same ads as me. Yeah, I think like yeah, I'm getting a lot of ads. Like I'm getting a lot of like normal ads, but then like I stopped getting like some of the really weird ads I was getting. I still get infinite Tinder ads, and I'm tired of seeing the same ad. There's like the ad of Laura Jean from To All the Boys I Loved Before, and she's like at the library and she falls off the ladder or whatever, and then they start like talking to each other in like emojis. It's like really weird. It's really cringe. I'm like, this is not like convincing anyone, you know? Like that's like what like old people think that the kids want to hear, so they will download Tinder. Like that's it's really cringe. I also believe it's always been like this. You just now have a public platform to let everyone know how the average mind works. Exactly. I think it's just more visible these days. I don't think there's any. I don't think I don't think people. There's any like superiority or anything. Or at least the loud ones. Exactly. I mean, I'm hoping it's just like we don't hear about like the majority of teenagers who are just like living life normally, you know? Like we only hear about the ones doing really stupid things and like putting people or themselves in danger. Because there's like normal kids going to soccer practice. Like we obviously are not hearing about those kids, right? There's probably tons of them. Because I never made the news while doing something really dumb. So yeah, I think it's a lot of times it's the case, right? Like it's like, oh, like these fans are like really upset about something, or like these people are really upset about something, but it's just a very small minority of people, you know? And if you just talk to like average people, then it's never really the case. I feel like whenever we discuss with machine, like everyone's quite reasonable, you know? Like we never come across like I mean, so occasionally there's like a outlandish take, but the average person is pretty chill. So glad none of my teenage exploits were recorded on social media. I mean, my social media existed when I was like a teenager, but like I don't know, like I don't think and I mean, like I guess like TikTok and stuff didn't exist. We had Instagram, but like I don't think I really like did too much with that. I had Tumblr, man. We are average. Yeah, we are. No, Angel. We're smart. We're smart. We're smart people who are averagely kind. You know. Welcome in, Maestro. Meet you in your Tumblr era. Yeah, I definitely had a strong Tumblr era. Okay, but I don't know what Tumblr is like these days. Would you say 2000s kids were the last ones that were normal? No one is saying that, man. You're the only one saying that. Yeah, Tumblr was definitely a that was a time like when the Tumblr like aesthetic, not aesthetic, but like that kind of thing was common. Like, oh, that was those Tumblr was wild, man. it was like such a specific like type of people, you know? I feel like I never really fit the Tumblr like vibe, but like it was a very interesting place. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. I'm a bit sleepy today, but other than that, not too bad. Sometimes like sometimes you have a night where like you like just can't fall asleep and then like it just spirals. You're like, oh my god, I can't fall asleep. It's like and then like you're like, oh no. I won't get enough sleep and then like it just sometimes I always know that I'm not gonna be able to sleep well if I like if like my temperature is like all wrong. Like if it's like I'm just like way too warm or something like that, even if it's not like a particularly warm day, that's when you know you're like not gonna go well, you know? Yeah, it's not too bad though. um yeah, it's nice and cozy, but it's just a bit humid, I think. I think that's a problem. And welcome in Rimu. Um yeah, I would not be sharing your age. Be careful. Be careful online, okay? You're looking to upgrade your PC? You've been having this pre-built since like 2021. That's not that old. Do people replace their PCs that often? Mine is from 2020, and it's still totally fine. But I guess it depends like how good it was at the time. Because I feel like I made an effort to have mine future-proof, right? But these days I can run every game I've been wanting to play without issue. I don't think anything is memory slow in case Genshin gets its full. In case Genshin, your memory is low in case Genshin gets full. It's 16 gigabytes. You mean of RAM? I don't think Genshin should use 16 gigabytes of RAM. Do you mean the storage? 16 gigabytes. 16 gigabytes is plenty, man. That's decent. That's good enough for anything. Unless you're running like 10 Genshins at once. Your PC is 2017. Yeah, that is getting older. Yeah. Do you know your graphics card? Because I feel like I have what do I have? I think I have a 2060, and it's totally fine. Like it's like completely fine. But my brother had like in the 1000s range one, and he really wanted like he was like, yeah, I need to upgrade. You've had mine since 22 and you're itching for an upgrade, but I guess it's like your hobby. Yeah, I mean, if you're into it, you're into it, you know? But if you're just like, if you're like, oh, my PC is 2 years old, I need a new one because it's not good enough, like, I highly doubt that it's not good enough, you know? Your memory is full. That's not how memory works, Maestro. Are you talking about the storage? Because the memory is just like, used by like active processes. So if Genshin is running, it's using memory, but if you just have it installed, it's not storage. Okay. Yeah, memory and RAM are the same thing, but they're like it's like the active processes that use it. But you don't need to upgrade your computer for more storage. You can just add more storage. You got Fallout 3 New Vegas for a steal, and someone immediately bought your Xbox? What do you mean? You had your Xbox out for sale and someone just bought it? You're gonna change the motherboard. It's too old to have to change everything. Yeah, I mean, if 2017 is getting up there for sure. That's a nice upgrade interval, I think. If you have a 1660. Got 16 gigs of RAM, but Chrome eats like 60% of it. Yeah, I don't think it's a RAM problem. I think it's a Chrome problem. I've been using I know Chrome. I use Chrome for work and I know it's trying to get better. And it's like it starts like deloading it starts like deloading tabs that you're not really using. But on my PC now I use Firefox. I do quite enjoy Firefox. It does it for a while, yeah, so as soon as I found good game, someone entered your ad. Oh no. What are you gonna do then? I guess you were to be fair, Angel, you were the one buying games for your console that you had listed for sale. I'm sure Fallout 3 is on PC, no? Your cousin went to Tokyo. She went to Disneyland and Shibuya. Sounds like a great time. I hope it wasn't too hot. What's the average price of a PC? Is it over 1K? Mine. Okay, well, Canadian dollars first of all, but mine was around 2,000 something at the time. It was definitely over 2K, but that's Canadian, so it might be like 1,500 US, something like that. But I don't know. The prices fluctuate a lot, so I don't know these days. Use Chrome and Brave. Nice, nice. But maybe you should switch to a less memory hungry browser if it's using like 60% of your RAM. Use Firefox if you like foxes. You're simple. That's true. Foxes are cute. No one answered for weeks. Well, maybe that's what you have to do. Like when you have something up for sale, like you have like your console up for sale and no one's buying it, just buy a game for it and then someone will respond. It's just like when you wash your car. Okay, I don't wash my car that often, so this is not for me. But like some people say, like, oh, when you wash your car, that's when it rains. You know, I don't really understand that, but that's what it is. I never wash my car. Zelda song. Sorry, what Zelda song? Oh, the follow sound. Yeah. I was like, this is twice. This is so Zelda. She went for business trips and movie stuff. She went to the Pokemon Cafe in Ikebukuro. I wanted to go to the Pokemon Cafe, but it's like booked up it's booked up so far in advance. Amassing a collection of $5 sports games. Exactly. I'm pretty sure when I bought my PS4, it was a bundle with NBA. It was like a really good deal, but I had to buy NBA as well. And then I sold it back immediately for like $10. They were like, "Do you want to keep this game?" And I was like, "No." I think they knew. A holdover for when Miju Games played games. That's true. I haven't changed my alert sounds for a long time. It's so iconic now. I'm so used to it that I can't change it. Thanks for the tech advice. No problem. I'm not a tech person, but I know that much. I know the parts of a computer. I had to learn it in school. You know, just Smash Bros theme. You don't even like Smash Bros, but it was cheaper this way. I'm sorry. Maybe you can get a nice like cover for it, so you can have a non-Smash Bros themed case, or Switch. But yeah, no, mine is Animal Crossing, and I'm so happy about it. It's so cute. I got it like I was like on the fence about buying a Switch for a while, and I saw the Animal Crossing one, and I was like, I need that. Never seen me just stream Super Smash Bros. I played it like one time. You do not want to watch me play. The way, if anyone forces me to play Smash, I'm the person mashing every button on the controller, okay? Like, I don't understand these things. You main is Zelda and Isabelle. No, I think I have to be like Kirby, because like Kirby can't fall down, right? And I'm always falling down, so I think Kirby is good. You wanted the Zelda one? Oh yeah, there was a Zelda one too. I forgot about that. But at that point, like I think a lot of us already had a Switch, you know? I was holding out. I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know about the Switch until like 2019. And then I learned about it, and then I was like, ooh, this is kind of fun. But then I was like, oh, I'll wait. And then I waited, and then I saw the Animal Crossing Switch, and I was like, I'm getting a Switch. I was like, it's cute. I'm getting it. It's got yours this year. Oh, I hope you enjoy. There's tons of fun games. I'm jealous. You get to play them all for the first time. The Dialga Palkia Switch is still the. Oh, that's a good one. That's like the pink and blue one, right? No, that's the Sword and Shield one. I don't even know. Did you ever play any of the Splatoons? I've never played Splatoon actually. My cousin in Japan is like really into it. I know Splatoon is really popular in Japan, and she's like super into it. She's like good. They're launching a new Zelda Switch Lite. Oh, I'm not interested in the Switch Lite. Like, I'm really glad I was like thinking about getting a Switch Lite, but I'm so glad I got the normal Switch because it's just so much more, just so much more like versatile, right? I feel like if I got in the Switch Lite, I would have gotten the normal Switch. I would have had to buy another Switch to get the normal Switch. So like, I think just going for the Switch originally was like a better deal. But yeah, I did think about playing Splatoon because I know Gwen is quite into Splatoon. Um, but I was like, I thought about getting in and then playing with her a bit. But then I was like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one of those games where I play it just briefly and then I'm not gonna play it again. You know, like I think that would be the same with me for like Mario Kart and stuff like that. I've never bought them because it's like I bet I would just play a bit and then I would just like not bring it again. Um, which is better for me because I don't play on the TV. But when drift happens, you're done for. Yeah, that's true. But I think like it's just like the flexibility of it is just so much nicer, right? Because like you don't lose anything by having the normal Switch. You can still play handheld. Um, but like if you ever wanted to play like Switch Sports or like Mario Kart with like other people, then like I think having the Switch is really nice. I think they made Switch Lite thinking about the Western public. Um, I don't know. The US and Europe are all about PlayStation and Xbox. Wait, how's that related to Switch Lite? Those are not handhelds. Um, every game I bring up, you say is popular in Japan. Apex, Splatoon. It's a tongue-in-cheek way of calling me a wee. I'm just saying, it just happens to be, you know, like I'm not like if the shoe fits. But yeah, they're very popular in Japan. And welcome in Jason. He's for 4 years. It's like 2013. Time goes so fast. It really does. It really does. Um, I feel like I feel like it's crazy that it's been like 4 years since 2020. Like so much has happened. Um, so much has happened, and like, but also like it's been gone by in like a blink. That's 100% Levi. Are you talking about Attack on Titan? I saw Jack commenting that. I was very disapproving of this. You're never beating you're never beating the allegations. It's never happening. Can't believe it's almost 2030. Just next year it will be. Can't believe it's already 2030. Jack commented on what? On Ricky posted the trailer for Monster Hunter, saying that it's just like Attack on Titan. I don't approve of this anime conversation. You watched the SNK movies. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Sonic and Kirby. No, that's not right. um, don't know. I'm sorry. Jack appreciates good TV. Is it actually Sonic and Kirby? Are you just making fun of me for thinking it's Sonic and Kirby? It's I don't know. I mean, like there's some good TV out there, okay? We watched Prison Break recently and I was like, man, Prison Break was such a good show. It's like 10. Okay. It was actually way easier to watch the second time because I'd already watched it. It was way easier to watch the second time because the first time is too stressful. When you watch Prison Break, I get like really like stressed out in situations in movies where like they're gonna get caught. You know, like I have like a strong fear of like like just like like a more stressful version of like hiding and hide and seek and someone's like looking for you or someone's like chasing you. I cannot. I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna get in trouble. They're gonna get in trouble. I can't watch. You don't want to push your mid 25. What's a mid 25? You mean between like 27 and a half? Is that what you mean? Um, Shingeki no Kyojin. Okay, that sounds like an anime, man. I don't think we. You're making fun. Thanks, Angel. That could work. That was a good guess. We were talking about Smash. You started Man in the High Castle last night. It's quite intriguing so far. What is it? Is it an anime, Yokomoto? Um, you don't want to push your 27 and a half? That's okay. It's okay. You're not at 30 yet. And then when you're at 30, you can have a crisis. It's not an anime. What is it? A show? I've been compiling a list of TV shows and movies. I'm bad at starting TV shows. TV shows is hard to start. A lot. I kept hearing about there's an Apple TV show. I think it's called Severance. People have been hyping it up. People said it's really good. But like, I'm not gonna get Apple TV just for that, you know. There's Japanese people in it, which according to you is close enough. I mean, it kind of depends. Like if there's like a Japanese actor in it, I think it's probably fine. But okay, that's not very weeby, man. I think anything that portrays Japanese people in a or like anything that portrays Japan in a negative light, aka World War II, is not that weeby. But you can watch non-weeby things as a weeb, you know. So you're not. I'm not saying you beat the allegations. Um, there's an app called Stremio. You can watch that for free. Yeah, I was thinking about just possibly downloading it in a in a free way, but we'll see. Let's see. Maybe there's like a free trial. I probably have not done an Apple TV trial. Like maybe that's just a free trial or something. And welcome in, Unique. Hope you're doing well today. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Think of good shows and movies you've watched recently. I'm compiling a list. Okay. I hope you're doing well today, Unique. The thing about streaming is I don't download anything. Is there like weird ads? I cannot. So annoying with the ads. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the enjoy the Malomart. Sorry, Yokomoto. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for interrupting the dance party. No ads with like a torrent player. Oh, okay. I will write that down, but not visit it because it sounds illegal. Any preferred genre? For movies and stuff, I like a good like drama that has like that has a very strong character development, very strong character writing. I like that. But no, I don't really like fantasy. I really like fantasy. I mean, maybe like sci-fi is like okay. I don't feel too strongly about sci-fi, but I don't know. I'll write this down though. But it wasn't long enough. Sorry. I'll just leave. I'll just leave forever. Like you can just You can just pull up you can just pull up like the 10-hour extended Malo Mart. You're be getting donuts. Oh my gosh, donuts sounds good. I've had a donut in so long. Actually, no, I probably had Tim Hortons donut. Most streamers, I would ask them to leave again so you can keep dancing, but you're cool so you can stay. And Zirconian, don't worry, I will do it for you. Go away. Sounds about right. Sounds exactly right. Yeah, we'll have the maybe we'll have one stream where I just only play Malomar in the background. I still to this day have not played Twilight. I feel like I should play Twilight Princess, but only go to Mallow. Like, I know apparently that's like a kind of annoying side quest to like get to Mallow, but like I should just like play to Mallow and then just stop. Like not even beat the game. I'll just stop. Like I'll unlock Mallow Bar and I'll be like beat the game. That's it. How many dungeons do you have to do to get to Mallow Mart? Like, what are the minimum amount of dungeons you have to do to reach Mallow? Because I don't think I could take more than... I was gonna say I can't take more than 2 dungeons, so maybe 2 is okay. It depends how painful they are. Like, maybe. If there's 3, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I cannot do it. I can't, like, there's only so many amount of dungeons I can handle. I played Skyward Sword and that was enough, okay? And in Tears of the Kingdom had too many dungeons, I think. Like I was like, we did the wind one, and I was like molding over that like icicle one. So I was like, because I really had the right idea, but I did something wrong, right? And like I thought it was wrong because like I had the right idea, but then I messed up the execution. So then I was like, oh, it's not right. But it was right the whole time. And then my least favorite dungeon was the how would you guys rank the dungeon in Tears of the Kingdom? Because like I would say the wind one was okay. And the fire one was the fire one was too confusing. Wait, what was the 4th one? There's the Zora one. Oh. Okay, actually, I was gonna say the worst one was the Zora one, but the worst one was the lightning one, because it was too big. The whole time during the game, I was like, guys, I hate dungeons with the floors. I was like, there's too many floors in the dungeon. Why is this like a high rise? Like it's this is unnecessary. And then I remember like a stat being like, oh, you're not gonna like the dungeon. And I was like, why? And then I got to the dungeon, it's like 15 floors. I was like, oh no. I didn't really feel the Tears of the Kingdom dungeons. Yeah, it's a... I thought the wind one was okay. The fire one, I guess, in hindsight, it's okay. I was kind of struggling because I didn't really understand like the building system and like flying around. I didn't understand like the batteries and like the the Zonai devices. I didn't really understand it, so I couldn't really build the flying thing to like get around. I feel like that would have been easier. Knowing that in hindsight, I would put it higher. And then the water one was the puzzles were stupid. Going up to it was kind of fun because of the zero gravity is kind of fun, but like the puzzles in it I thought were really stupid. So maybe that would actually be last. But on principle, the lightning temple, too many floors. But maybe it's better than having bad puzzles because at least the puzzles were like kind of sensical. High rise invasion, yeah. These days, everyone making high rises. Where are the low rise buildings? Always imagine underneath the map. Absolutely cheated my way to the fire one. Yeah, I think I cheated a lot of things in the fire one. You can do a lot of like weird ascend stuff, you know. But it was like very confusing to like get your sense of surroundings. And okay, are we even counting the Minoru one as a dungeon? Like that was not a dungeon. Like I don't know what that was, but it was not a dungeon. It was weird. But it was like it wasn't like Punch Out, but it was like the fighting at the end was great. That was really funny. And that was after the traditional for hyper classic dungeons in Tears of the Kingdom. My expectations were already low because I already know I hate dungeons, but I knew that they would add more classic dungeons in Tears of the Kingdom, so my expectations were already quite low. Um, so I was like, I had made my peace with it, you know? I was like, I don't like dungeons, but I know people do, so I was like, but, you know, that's what we're gonna get, and it's okay. But some of them, yeah, I think the Zora one was just especially disappointing. I thought the run-ups were much more fun than the actual dungeons. Like I think like reaching the dungeon sometimes was a lot more fun. Like the wind one and the water one. What do we think of the depths? I hate the depths. I think they're really gross looking and they're very repetitive. Yeah, they were too monotonous. I agree. You checked yourself. You opened the shop earlier in the story than you remember. You only have to beat one dunt. That's doable. That's doable. I have a Wii U. I have a Wii U. It's time. I just need to get a copy of Twilight Princess, and then I'm set. I'm not beating the game. Okay. Compared to the variety of regions on the server. Yeah, I think if it was more, there was more interesting design to it, then I would have been more open. Because I'm like, oh, it's a whole new place to explore, but everything looks the same. So it's just not exciting. And welcome in, Bear. We have 2 bears now. It's gonna be confusing. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I didn't like. I'm someone who I really liked exploring in the original Breath of the Wild or Breath of the Wild. It's not 2 Breath of the Wild. I really liked exploring in Breath of the Wild because of the landscapes and being able to see nice things. So I had no really reason to explore in the depths because it was ugly. And I was very disappointed by the Sky Islands because they weren't very interesting. I can't believe it's been 20 years since Tears of the Kingdom and 40 since Breath of the Wild, man. We're old. We're old. You can shapeshift into a slug. Because you just finished cardio. Oh no. Oh no. I actually I don't feel your pain, but I did some my legs are a bit sore today from Pilates yesterday. Did not do cardio. I really need to get into some cardio. I think I need to get back into my learning some K-pop dances. I don't know what I'm gonna learn now because I'm very behind on K-pop. So I need to look at some dances and see what's up, you know? Because I don't have anything on my mind because I have not seen anything. Yeah, so I need to like stretch my. What did I even do yesterday? We did some we did some back workouts. Back workouts are very nice. We did like one where you're like holding. There's like a resistance here, and you like pull like this. And then yeah, I just have a lot of things I have to practice. But I'm getting in a lot of trouble now because like you know these days like everyone's necks are a little bit or everyone's head is like a little bit too far forward because we're all like leaning in looking at the screen all the time. So like I'm trying to fix my head alignment to be like properly straight. But it's very hard. You're trying to get into back into shape, or you're doing very little load bearing activity because of life things. Exercise bike to get into shape. To get into shape for an actual bike when fall comes. And maybe next year back into a rec sport. Oh, that sounds like a great plan. That sounds like a fun time. Any idea what sport you want to join? I considered it. I have considered doing like a sport because like you know you can just hang out with you know actual people. But then I was like I don't really want to hang out with actual people. Like I feel like I just don't want that. Like I don't want to do like a team sport, you know. And then like I did try dance class with you guys know like last year because I do like dancing, but it was like I don't know, it's hard to find like a good adult dance class. So it's just like you know, it just wasn't like it wasn't a enjoyable like an engaging experience, you know. Your dance class was last year. No, it was earlier this year. Like spring? I was thinking low impact, like softball. I could find a non-sweaty baseball league. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I think that, like the hard part is like you have to find like the right people. You know, like the right kind of you need to vibe with the like you need to be on the same like you want to be like the same level of sweatiness, you know? 'Cause if you join, you just want to have like a chill, good time, and like everyone's like try harding it, like it's not a good fit. You join a rugby era. Oh my god, I would die. Um, maybe disc golf for a while. Oh yeah, disc golf is quite popular. Your age range baseball leagues like throw like 30, 70 miles per hour plus. I can't do any sports that have like that kind of thing. I'm too scared of the ball. Like if someone was throwing a baseball at me at like a moderate speed, I would be so scared. I'd be like, I need to run away. Like I can't do any sport like that. Um, I think like yeah, anything where like baseball, tennis, um, even softball. I think I'm a bit too scared of the ball. Golf. What if you got hit by a golf ball? Come on. Um, you're not scared of the ball. You just can't hit it past 65. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm definitely scared of the ball. So I think it'd have to be like I'm. You have to really narrow it down. Like even soccer, I'm a little bit scared of the ball. So maybe no sports with the balls. Like maybe like I don't know. And what even is there? Like I don't even know. Get a helmet and a bat to protect myself. Even with the helmet, I mean, what if it hits me in the arm? Like that's scary. Chess? I mean, if I'm trying to like get some exercise and I don't really know if chess is the way. You can row crew. Oh no. Um yeah, okay, I did rowing briefly when I was in school, when I was in high school, and it's too cold. Too cold. Cause like here it's like they made us go out at 7 a.m. in October. It was so cold. I was like, bro, I don't want this. 7 a.m. on a Saturday, October, too cold. Was it perfectly safe? You've only broken both legs. Great. Great. That's great to hear. Yeah, I don't think I can do any um I think I'm too risk adverse, you know. Yeah, I think also a problem here is that it gets quite cold and rainy quite early. So like if you start playing like soccer, you're gonna have to play like in like a gross cold and rainy time, you know, which is not ideal. Maybe an indoor sport, perhaps. Um, maybe I should just go to the gym. Maybe that's maybe that's the better outcome, you know. You get playing it's just not too scary for me, but I totally get it. People start playing at an age where you actually know the consequences of things. Exactly, exactly. That's the thing. Like when I was a kid, no fear. Like when you're a kid, you're like I would go like biking and stuff and like skiing. And as I got older, skiing is scary, man. Like I'm like as I got older, I was like, man, we're going so fast down the hill. This is scary. I think like when you reach, I think I'm very risk adverse as I get older. Handball without the hand. You can play hand. Yeah, just hand. Have you ever tried playing bass? Or foot? Just without the ball. That'd be so funny. It could work. It could work. You just pretend you know where the ball is. You know, like you'd be like you just throw like this, and then someone would catch the imaginary ball. Let's play sock. Oh no, it's gonna be a new thing. It's gonna be a new thing. Although I saw on Running Man, people playing like a VR dodgeball. Like that could work. Like I could play a sport in VR and there's no ball. That could work. That could work. Your cat loves playing sock. My dog loves playing sock actually. That's a good point. He's he's not as into socks anymore. Now that he's a bit older, but when he was a puppy, he would definitely grab the sock and just run for it, you know? Yeah, he's kind of old now. He's kind of old now. He doesn't play like that now. Also, it's very scary when he starts playing because he's blind and he starts like running like full speed in the house, and you're like, oh my god, you're gonna crash. You're gonna crash. Like stop. Should encourage him to play soccer instead of the more risk couch. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, yeah, I don't think my dog even like plays with the ball anymore. I think sometimes he'll play with like a stuffed animal or something, but I don't think he plays much with the ball. Um, our poodle will grab plums that fall down from a tree in your parents' garden and just run around with it like a toy. She won't eat them. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, they probably shouldn't eat them anyway because there's like a pit in it, right? Are the plums edible or are they drawing plums? I don't think dogs should eat foods with like a pit because they might not realize that they should spit it out. But you said the poodle's a smart one, so they'll probably realize. My dog will constantly beg for food that he doesn't want. Like we know he doesn't like blueberries. Like he will not eat blueberries, but every time we're eating them, he's like, "Please, can I have one?" And then we give him to one. We give him one, and then he just spits it out. He's like, "Ew, why would you give me this?" And then he's like, immediately goes back to begging for more. And you're like, "Bro, we just gave you one, and you didn't like it." um, we had a pear tree that grows pears that were so hard you pretty much couldn't eat them. Great by throwing at your brother. Yeah, we had a fig tree in the backyard, and they would always go so ripe, and they would just like fall off the tree, right? But then we started getting like these massive raccoons that would just come and like steal all the figs off the tree. So like we couldn't even really eat the figs because they would start stealing them before they were ripe. So like there would never be any for us to eat anyway. So then we're just trying to get rid of this tree. And the raccoons are scary, man. Like even if you like you had a raccoon tree, you had a raccoon tree. But the raccoons are really aggressive. Like they're not scared, and like a lot of most animals, like if you just like step outside, right? They'll run away, but raccoons do not. Like they will hold their ground and they're not scared of you. I was like, you know what? I'm just not gonna bother these raccoons. They're a bit yeah. With coyotes, so raccoons are minimal with that. No, we have coyotes too. We have coyotes too, but raccoons are still a threat. I think the ones that are a bit too like if you feed raccoons, it can become a real problem because they're quite like scratchy, I guess. Especially towards like we have a like I said, we have a dog. Um, so like the our dog is not small. Like he's like 20 pounds. Which is like on the smaller side, but he's not like tiny, right? But the raccoons are definitely bigger than him. So it's a bit scary. It reminds me of a video Ken posted on Discord of a wet, disgusting raccoon being stuck in her bin. Ew. Yeah, they definitely get in there. Like here we have to be really careful of our bins because like bears. It's mostly like bears. I mean raccoons, yeah, dig through the trash, but they're not like a huge issue. It's more the bears. You don't really want that around. Or she was skunk. Oh, skunks are the worst too. Um, we like it's just that like you just know you're like driving and you smell it. You're like, oh, a skunk died. Great. Um, and a friend of mine in high school, she like hit a skunk, and then her car just smelled terrible for like the rest of her life. It's not great. But one time I saw a little skunk family with like a mom skunk and like baby skunks. I was like, that's kind of cute. That's a little bit cute, but also not good. Coming to the bin, she tipped the bin over and it scurried off. Oh my gosh. I would not go that near a raccoon. I do not trust the raccoons around here. They're way too familiar with humans. I think we've had quite a few raccoon attacks. It's more just like when people feed the raccoons, they will attack. But like, why would you feed a raccoon? Like, just don't. You get sprayed as a kid when you went camping in the pasture because you're mad at your parents for making me eat yucky things. Like the cauliflower doesn't seem so bad. Well, you got sprayed on purpose, or you like ran off because you were mad, and then you got sprayed. Luckily, I've never been sprayed by a skunk, and my dog has never been sprayed by a skunk. So I have never had to experience that. But I've heard it's very hard to get the smell out. I did go into my friend's car that had hit a skunk. And yeah, it's not a great smell. I was camping in her pasture and a skunk came up at night and he scared it. Oh, you went camping outside because you were mad. Okay, okay. Yeah, there's that would not be good. You just like smell that on you constantly. Yeah, it's definitely a smell. You can always tell it's one hit a skunk on the road, you know? Pretty much had to shave your hair off and bathe outside for hours. Had to throw away the clothes and still smell the entire weekend. Oh my god. That is yeah, how did they even like stay like that? I know some people like they like bathe in certain liquids to try and get the smell out. Especially with like dogs and stuff. Oh my god, imagine if your dog got sprayed and it's like yeah, it just like sinks into everything, I guess. It just wouldn't be possible to get it out. Yeah, I'm not planning to like I said, I'm not a camping enjoyer. So I am I'm hoping to stay far away from them. Couch giveaway? Do you want my couch? I don't think you want my couch, Nama, because it is a really cheap couch. And when you put weight on the armrest, it's like cardboard. It just breaks. So both the armrests have like you can't really like it's still like there, but like there's definitely like holes in it from where it's broken. Old wives' tales, tomato juice. Yeah, yeah, I think that's one I've heard of as well. We use an indoor cat. Definitely, definitely. Um, IKEA's finest sofa. No, it's not even IKEA quality. It's less than IKEA quality. It's from Wayfair because I couldn't find a couch at IKEA that was small enough. That's such a small apartment, and like places here, they don't really sell like small couches. Um, but I think they'll start selling like I think these days they'll start selling like more smaller furniture because condos these days are getting smaller and smaller. So um I think smaller furniture will start to become more common. But I'm planning to get rid of like most of my furniture when I move. Like I don't want this couch anymore. It's not very comfortable and it's like not very sturdy. Um, so it's not great. I don't really like it. And my bed is like very questionable. I realized I got like quite a um I realized I got a quite a, like a cheap bed and it's like I don't really trust it, you know? So I think I'm gonna get a new one. I'm gonna get like a nicer bed frame when I move. But I'll keep the mattress. Sectionals are nice unless you like to lay long ways. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it kind of just depends like where I move and what will fit, you know? That's probably gonna be the deciding factor. Probably not gonna be something too big. But at least something comfy, you know? I want like a comfy couch to sit on. Because this is not the type of sofa where you can just like lean back and relax on it, you know? It's like a chair basically. Your skunk here is living on a different continent from skunks. That works. That works. Yeah, I feel like yeah, raccoons here the worst. Raccoons, coyotes are like the worst offenders. Obviously bears are slightly a concern, but it's not a huge concern. You're big guy, so small furniture and you don't get along. This new tiny minimal living style trend is not my vibe. The small couch was not by choice. I just have a small apartment. Um, but I definitely want a bigger, more comfier couch. Like one where you can just kind of like sink into it, you know. And welcome in young. What have I eaten today? Well, it's 10 a.m. or actually it's 11 a.m. So I've only eaten a bagel today. But large beds, large couches, sturdy chairs that don't remind me of how much I weigh. Oh no. Yeah, okay, I don't have that problem myself, but large beds are great. I feel like I could never live like I haven't had a twin size bed since I was like 10 years old, and I don't plan to. Um, ideally my dream is a king size bed, but living in a condo probably is not. The bedrooms are so tiny. I don't think I would be able to fit a king size bed. We don't get that much spicy wildlife for it. Mostly deer, squirrels, and snakes, and a lot of birds. Yeah, we have deer and squirrels too, but they're pretty unobtrusive, you know. I know it's just affordable spaces keep getting smaller, and I'm not getting any smaller. Yeah. I mean, personally, I'm okay. I'm also like a small person, so you know, obviously different situation. But like for cleaning, small space is so nice. Like I feel like I don't need like a huge space. It's so much easier to maintain a smaller space. Only a bagel? Yeah, because I just had breakfast. I had bagel and a coffee for breakfast. You're 6 foot and unironically big bones, so you need furniture that can endure you. I guess, yeah, I never really considered like if you're like quite big and like you sit like really hard on like a really cheap sofa, it might just break. But I think I'm like not. I think I don't like. I think especially like my IKEA bed is quite cheap. I think just like like when you like go and like sit down and lie down and like you can either like do it carefully or you can just like throw yourself, right. I think it's probably not good to like even at my weight. I think just like I think I should just like go more carefully, you know. Because my bed it sounds so creaky. Like I don't trust it. A nice side effect. Yeah, the like vacuuming the whole place so fast. It's so nice. Twerking needs you. Of course, of course. I mean, it does help. It does help. I've never really wished to be taller, you know? Because it's kind of nice. Like, I mean, obviously, I guess like having like longer legs is nice, but like and like being able to reach higher places is nice. But like planes, planes are much more comfortable. Cars are much more comfortable. We're just generally able to be more comfortable in a variety of situations, you know? So I think it's kind of superior. You can fit in smaller spaces, you know, like really a non-issue. Um, Many a slat has been replaced by plywood blanked in your house. I miss when chairs and bed were made out of hardwood. Yeah, that IKEA like cardboard kind of wood is the not it. You haven't bonked your head on a ceiling in years. Me neither. Me neither. I don't think I could. Maybe at my grandparents' house in Japan, the ceiling is very low. Like the ceiling is so low. My uncles are probably like they can't be that tall. They're probably like 5'6", 5'7", and they have to duck through doorways. Like some of the doorways are really low. Um, so that's like old school Japanese house kind of vibe, but I still don't think I would hit my head. You can make blanket forts easier. That's true. That's true. Haven't made that in a while, but if the need ever arises, I guess yeah, I could fit a small place. Because a lot of my new places have any low hanging arches. I do have to be careful if I sure the fan is on the ceiling fan. That's scary, man. Yeah, I've never really. I think these days though, like high ceilings are very common. No, like especially like if you're in like a small, like the newer apartments that are like small, usually high ceilings. Because here the ceilings are very high and like stuff like the countertops and stuff like that are quite high up. I think that's pretty common. So it's not like a huge issue. Like I don't think I could reach the ceiling without a ladder. But yeah, it's the ceiling of your primary school was so low when you bidded it for pedagogy reasons. Yeah, I guess when you go back to like your primary school or something, it's so small. But I don't think. I mean, would it be that low though? What about the teachers? Right, I feel like it's a normal sized building at least. Like it definitely looked bigger when I was there, but like the teachers still have to walk through, no? Unless they only hire very short teachers. It's it's definitely interesting to just have a max height for teachers. Oh my gosh. I think it was just low by default, but I never really realized because you were short. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, imagine we used to be so small. Like I guess some of us are still small, but like we were like sometimes kids are so tiny, man. Like, you know, some of us like we used to be like I remember like we were probably like 3 feet tall. No, that's crazy. Have you seen medieval beds? No, were people really short? Time to hit that old dusty trail. Okay, okay. Take care, Angel. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the dusty trail. They're like hobbit sized. That's crazy. It's crazy. We've gotten so much taller, but clearly I didn't get the memo. And welcome in Blackbeard. Who are we beating up today? Um, who are we beating up today? Maybe like raccoons. Raccoons. We were discussing annoying raccoons, but be careful. Be careful. You? Oh no, it's that. No, you could take us. No, you've been boxing. How many? Or to measure your current strength, how many of me could you fight off, you think? Those trash pandas had it coming for a while now. They really have. They really have. They're a nuisance. We've had a few dogs like in the neighborhood that are like that have gotten attacked by raccoons, and it's like they're pretty vicious. Little buggers got too comfortable swiping your stuff. Yeah, yeah. The raccoons suck, man. They're like they're just freaky, especially the ones like you imagine like little cute raccoons, right? But like no, they're massive. Some of them are like they're chunky raccoons. Okay, like they're not cute. I'm not a fan. But yeah, I think we're okay with beating up raccoons. But like I saw like a random Reddit post recently that was like, would you rather like would you rather fight one it was like you would rather fight one gorilla once a year versus having to fight what is it? It was like having to fight every time you drive, you have to like fight chickens or something, like 3 chickens. But then everyone was like, bro, you can't fight a gorilla. Like they're like, yeah, they were like among their friend group apparently it was very contentious, but everyone was like, bro, if you fight the gorilla, you die. You know, like because like they have like very like they yeah they gorilla like pound for pound is much stronger than a human. So everyone was like, you're gonna die. Like even if you have like, and they said like you would fight it once a year with only blunt weapons. I was like, no, like you're gonna die. They're eating good in those bins. They are. But yeah, exactly. Then you could. I think you could easily take a chicken, right? You could probably just snap their neck. Like as awful it would be to like have to do that. Um, as awful it would be to have to do that. Like you get scratched to hell. But like you could probably take on some chickens. Like it would probably be fine. All that pro. Yeah, and you could sell the chickens, I guess. And I guess you don't ever have to worry about buying chickens again. You just three of them appear in your house and you have to murder them. Um, yeah, but yeah, gorillas have like crazy strength. They freak me out actually. That's like animals I'm scared of. Gorilla, monkeys, um, and what else? Sharks, crocodiles. I was just watching a video about there's a movie recently that was like these girls go these girls go in like the shark cage, but then the shark cage falls to the bottom of the ocean. But the sharks are huge, man. They're like the really big great white sharks. That freaks me out. I like watching horror movies that aren't based on my actual fears, you know? Like I would not want to watch a movie about like crocodiles. I would be actually scared. Yeah, but they aren't that aggressive. It was very unrealistic in the movie. Like they really They probably like if they just swam up, they probably would have been fine. But in the movie, I guess they just like attack. My great grandma raised chickens. Those things are vicious. She had one that chased you around and terrorized you as a small child. But now you're much bigger, probably, right? You could probably take it in a fight. Just like wear some like protective clothing so you don't get scratched, and then just I guess you'd have to kill the chickens. I don't know. I guess that's part of the deal. But can I bring a tranquilizer? That wasn't in the rules, but that would be great. But she also just choose her chicken for the birthday dinner. That thing tasted like vengeance. Oh. I guess if it was terrorizing you, you got your revenge. Um, honey badgers. Oh yeah, scary. Yeah, I think the sharks do mind their own business, but in the horror movie they did not. But like I feel like it would be still so scary to like just be swimming and there's like a massive shark next to you. I wonder if crocodiles are aggressive. I feel like crocodiles are jerks, probably. They'll probably just try to bite you anyway. Tranquilizer darts aren't blunt weapons. That's true, yeah, it's probably not allowed. But yeah, it was a stupid would you rather. I think they just didn't realize how strong a gorilla is. Because like you actually would not be able to fight it off. They would just casually murder you, you know, if they wanted to. I don't think it's a good would you rather. You heard him always choosing your death? No, I think they meant that like it's just like a nuisance in your life that you have to endure, you know? Predators aren't usually aggressive. Herbivores are the real dangerous ones because they're really territorial and fighty. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna try and like avoid large animals or small animals that are venomous. Who would win, a gorilla or a bear? How big is this bear? Is it like a grizzly bear? Is it like a black bear? Polar bear? Yeah. Like maybe a polar bear could win. I don't know. Give me a good, clean, quick one. Chickens would play with you for the fun of it. No, I'm too scared of gorillas, man. They freak me out. I would not want this. Biggest bear. So like polar bear probably. I don't know. I feel like polar bears are quite big, no? They're like really big. Maybe they could win. Let me Google this. I'm sure someone has asked this before. Who would win in a fight? Would polar bears on average are the biggest, but some grizzlies get bigger. Okay, I'll just search bear, okay? Would a bear or gorilla win in a fight? A grizzly bear has 2 weapons to finish off the gorilla: the claws and the bites. A grizzly bear's neck is thicker than a gorilla, so they can't just snap or choke the bear. A gorilla could easily snap and choke a weaker opponent's neck, but a bear is much bigger. Yeah, it says probably a bear would win. Like a really big bear, you know? That's what it says. It's like what is this? This is a fitness blog. Why are they posting about this? The gorilla couldn't reach the grizzly's neck. Okay, so the final verdict. The difference is noticeable. A bear would win. Gorilla is about 400 pounds. A grizzly bear is probably around 800 pounds and can be twice as long as a gorilla's and has sharp claws. Its skin is impossible to penetrate and has a rigid skull that even a 9mm pistol cannot damage. Is that true? Is that true? You can't. That's weird. Full-size silverback would probably be able to take just about any bear. Gorilla has more adaptability in limbs. I can read. Do gorillas know how to snap the neck? You could probably train one to snap the neck. Maybe that's how they kill like their prey. I don't know. Probably one that accidentally did it once. I mean, if monkeys can learn how to like play the piano, then they could probably learn to snap a neck. Average polar bear weight gets up to 800 pounds. Yeah, they said the grizzly bear could be 800 pounds as well. Pretty sure hippo can bite through a crocodile. Oh, hippos are scary, man. I was playing the Elden Ring DLC, and there's these boss fights with the golden hippo. Terrifying, terrifying. Keeps biting me, man. I feel like a hippo. I feel like just the strength of the jaws would freak me out. Average gorilla about 450. Yeah, that's what this says as well. This random fitness blog. Don't know why. I don't know what this is meant to help with fitness. Like, hey guys, make sure you keep working out so you can, if you encounter a bear, like, you can't do anything against, like, lifting weights is not going to help you against a bear, man. Gorillas don't hunt stuff, they're territorial. Oh, okay. Then I guess, yeah, the bear is gonna win. Because they just have better, they're just bigger and they have better tools. Yeah, it's, I'm sure there's like a showdown for everything. This guy has too much time on his hands, apparently. I don't know. I still think it's weird on a fitness vlog. Maybe it's one of those like bro blog, you know, like you ever listen to like a Joe Rogan podcast, and he starts talking like, he's like, yeah, you ever heard about this bear that he just starts saying like weird things. Maybe it's like that kind of vibe, you know? Like it's like fitness, MMA fighting, and bears fighting other bears in the wild. I don't know. Maybe it's just like following that kind of a circle of like a subset of interests, I guess. Feel like it could actually lift the bear though. I mean, it depends how well trained this bear is, you know? Like they might not know that they should suplex the bear, you know? Maybe if it's a choreographed wrestling fight, then it could work out. But it's who knows? It depends. Yeah, I don't. Maybe if we taught the bear how to use we taught the gorilla how to use a shotgun, we could even it out, you know? Because they said you can't shoot through the head with a 9mm, but no one said anything about a shotgun, you know? So it's not a good idea. Part of me wonder if there's a reclusive game hunter who got out there who got a gorilla and a bear and threw them in an arena. And then they like live streamed it on the dark web, you know? Maybe that's real. I mean, people do like dog fighting, whatever. Maybe they would do that. Why would we just leave the poor animals alone and not make them fight? It's because it's all Pokemon's fault, man. Why is Pokemon condoning this behavior? Yeah, when you think about it, it's kind of messed up. Pokemon are just like, I mean, maybe they like it. I don't know. Yeah, they radicalize the kids. Now the kids are gonna be out there making their pets fight each other. Like, what are you doing? Video games violence. Basically, the change to only use as much force as it was met with. Oh, I would still not. You know, like they would say like some people like train like dangerous animals, but they're still like dangerous animals, right? Like as much as you might like personify it, or like, you know, be like, oh, it's smart, like it's trained, I would never do that. It's still like I with such like a deadly animal, I would still, you know, not want to engage in a dangerous activity, you know? I wouldn't trust it. It's a yeah. See, exactly. Even if the animal somehow is well-meaning and it's exactly. Even like domesticated dogs sometimes Sometimes bite and will attack people. Like it's just how it is. Why would you risk it with like a crocodile or shark or something, you know? Like I feel like that's not that's like I guess play with your own life as you want, but like just know that it's always gonna be like that. We know polar bears access to blizzard, which has a 90% accuracy and 100 base power. That's true. That's true. You got a good point. We gotta put the what is it? Ursaluna and Rillaboom head to head. Who would win? Like it's like weirdly like bright out, but it's like really rainy. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's when is the next Pokemon game anyway? Is it the Pokemon Legends Z Arceus? What is it called? It's like the new Legends game, right? Legends Z A. Okay, is it? I feel like they should stop putting Z in names because like half the people want to call it Z, right? And it just sounds bad. It's next year sometime. Okay, okay. Not too bad. I don't know. If it's the same gameplay loop, then I don't think I'm gonna play it because I really did not like Pokemon Arceus. Like grinding that research rank was so painful. Like I was like, how many stupid like reduce do I have to catch? Um, Pokemon Game Break finally took the feedback to heart. Yeah, finally they're not like pumping out the games. And maybe if they take their time with Pokemon Arceus, the birds won't be 1 FPS, you know? That game we thought that game was laggy and glitchy. But then we got Pokemon Violet and we realized we didn't even know what laggy and glitchy meant, you know? Petition to stop allowing Canadians to ruin our Z-based titles. It's everyone else, man. You're the only ones that say Z. It's every other country says that. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what Australia's up to, but I'm pretty sure they say Z. Cause like you know like there's lots of things like easy, like EZ, right? And you're supposed to pronounce like easy or like something like where it's like where like titles where like there's a Z in it like that. It's just it just doesn't feel right, you know? Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know if I'll play that one. I don't even know what Switch game I would even be wanting to play next. I guess Odyssey 2. But they're probably like at this point they might just be waiting for the new Switch, right? And it depends if the Switch is like just a upgrade, like if it's like a Switch Pro kind of thing, or if it's like genuinely a new console, right? Unless it's like a new console, like if it's just like a hardware upgrade and it's like slightly better, then I don't think I'll really care that much. Like I'm happy with what I got. I don't really care that much. And but if it's like yeah, but if it's like genuinely new, there's something different about it, then I guess I'll have to get it. If it's like if I can't play Mario Odyssey 2 on my Switch, then I'll have to change it. But it should stop allowing all the non-freedom countries to ruin the Z-based titles. Well, great if you go metric. That sounds like a good deal. I'm okay with saying Z. I don't have that much of a strong attachment to the Z versus Z thing, but the metric, yeah. I like a good metric system. Only for length-based measurements. Okay. No, I think ounces are too weird, man. Can we give up the ounces? The ounces are stupid. What? Why? Like distance, yeah. Like centimeters, yeah. But yeah, okay, we can't have Fahrenheit, man. Fahrenheit is stupid. Ounces is stupid. Other ones, I'm not too like here. Like it's quite common to use feet and inches for height here. And we also use pounds quite a bit, like for weight. But yeah, but I would never use yards Yards, ounces, or Fahrenheit? Okay, Fahrenheit maybe for the oven. We can even measure the baby steps in mirrors, in meters, that's true. The house at the kitchen, you wanna buy new measuring cups? What? You guys use ounces for your measuring cups? Baby steps is a thing? Yeah, baby steps like just means like it just means like a really small step towards progress, you know? Like hey, we can't do too much at once, but baby steps, you know? The measuring cups don't already have metric. Yeah, because mine say like 1 cup and then it also says the milliliters. Mine has both. But never ounces. Ounces is weird. I don't understand what an ounce is. I don't know if it's like a volume or if it's a weight. All your recipes are in freedom units. You just gotta convert, man. It's more accurate anyway to just weigh it on the scale. So it's probably better. Yeah, not yesterday. 2 days ago, you guys saw that I dropped an egg on the floor. And but after that, I cleaned up the egg off the floor. I did not use that egg. I used a new egg, and I made blueberry muffins. It was good. You thought they meant it was like some measuring with feet, measuring with like little baby feet. Honestly, I wouldn't even put it past that. Like we have like normal feet, and then we have like baby feet. Announces both because of how liquid is weight. What? How can it be both? That's weird, man. I don't approve of this ounce. I don't approve of this ounce thing. Because we don't use milliliters and grams, you know? Anime and ounces are banned from this channel. Okay, what are the list of things that are not allowed? Anime, definitely. No, it's not just anime. It's just like all weeb stuff, you know? Anime, VTubers, Hatsune Miku. What else? What else? Sing things in weird Japanese. Banned. And we are also banning, we also ban ounces and I'm sure we have other things that are banned. I just cannot remember. Ounces, 1/8 of a cup per volume. Oh, okay. So 8 ounces in a cup. Yeah, but I don't think this will come up. I don't think I'll have to worry about this. Because I think they could just use cup, you know? Instead of just saying, like, they could just say, like, half a cup. Gaming is banned. That's true. Gaming is banned. Only yapping allowed. I don't know, like, what would even be the next thing I would, what would even be the next game I would stream? Maybe I would go back to Just Dance. Have they announced? They'll probably announce Just Dance 2025 in like a month or so. So we'll see what songs are on there. Maybe. If there's new jeans on it, I think like I'm gonna be like blackmailed into playing it, you know? Or I'm just gonna be like pestered about playing it if it has new jeans on it. But maybe there'll be something. If there's some exciting songs on Just Dance 2025, then maybe I'll get it. I'll get it when it goes on sale. But you know how Just Dance has been, man. It's so buggy. And they still don't have playlists. They took off the playlist from the music game and then they won't even put the playlist back. And then the game crashes every stream. Like clockwork. If you have the game open for like an hour and a half, the game crashes. Come on, Ubisoft. Get a new jeans song, Bazo's chat. Yeah, they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out that there's new jeans and then they're gonna have to play it. But I'm down to get back into Just Dance for a bit, you know? Especially when the new game comes out. But will I buy the subscription? Probably not. I canceled my Just Dance subscription, I think, so I don't think I should. You know what? You know what subscription has been wasting away? My Nintendo Switch Online subscription. Like, what am I even using that for? Like, I should really, like, I don't even know. You didn't play it off stream? No, I don't play Just Dance off stream. Before, I would, like, when I was actively streaming it, I wouldn't even play the game off stream. I would just follow along on YouTube to like learn the dance. Cause like, you know, there's no features in the game, so like everyone's been asking for practice mode, right? Um, so like I would want like a practice mode in the game where you can slow it down, right? So like that doesn't exist, so I have to watch it on YouTube anyway. So I'm like, what's the point of even having the game? I could just play it on YouTube, you know? You Nintendo Switch Online ran out last month. You used to play Mario Kart like once a month. Yeah, I probably could just cancel mine. I haven't really done much. I once in a while play Pokemon, but it's really not necessary, you know? So maybe I could just. I mean, what games do I even have on? How do you even play online? 'Cause there's like, I guess like Stardew Valley, but like I play Stardew Valley on my PC. I don't think it's really an issue. I played a bit of Switch Sports recently, but it's not. It really, there's nothing I need. Maybe I should just cancel my Nintendo Online. When does it even renew? How do you see this? Does it remind me? I've been starting my Switch in close to a year. Yeah, I don't use my Switch very much either. I think it's just a lack of games, you know? Do you even exist off stream? If a tree plays Just Dance in the forest and we aren't there to heckle it, does it make the scoreboard? I don't think so. Yeah, you're right. In what main protagonist do you exist? Probably not actually. I think this is all a hallucination. How do I check when my subscription renews? Jury's out on that. We're not sure. We're not sure. You knew it. Membership. When does it renew? Um, how do I even see when it expires? Okay, I'll have to check it later. I don't understand this. Can you hallucinate that I'm also rich? I think that's up to you, man. You should figure that out. You should try and figure out the lucid dreaming thing, and you can do that yourself. Okay, I'll try to will it in though. How is your new Lamborghini, protagonist? Is it running well? What do rich people talk about? Oh, how many yachts did you buy this week? I don't know. I don't know what people say, man. What do you think though? What if someone's like that rich? What do you think they talk about? They're like, oh, you know, yesterday I just went to Prague. Just yesterday. My fridge full of caviar. It's like, the caviar fridge. My caviar fridge and my wine cellar. They're great. They're great. And my house that just stores my video games doing well. Sorry, that's not a rich person thing. I shouldn't say video games. What's something really expensive? Art. My house is full of art. I don't keep my art in my normal house. Even if I'm rich, I'm not getting a yacht nor cars. I mean, I would want one car. I like having one car, but I already have one, and I wouldn't say I'm like yacht rich, you know? You gotta really believe. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I gotta believe. I gotta be more convincing. If I was rich, I'd live exactly like you currently do. I think I would travel more if I was rich. Although I do travel a lot, but I think I would travel even more. And when I travel, I would probably get a really, really, you know what I mean? And like if I was so rich that it didn't matter, I'd probably fly like first class, you know? You're voting for 165 to not die on this one. Is it a reference? Is it a reference I don't get? How many coal mines did he shut down this month? We just bought a congressman. That's a whole new level of rich, I guess. If there's a car I'd want to get, it would be a DeLorean. Mandalorian? No. There's no cars in Mandalorian. DeLorean. Oh! Back to the Future? Oh, Squid Game! Oh, yeah, you're right. You would go to the Squid Games. as the weird white guys. If I won the lottery, there would be science purchase would be one of those automated coffee brewers you see at some convenience stores. Convenience store coffee? What? I guess you could put nicer coffee beans into the automated coffee brewer. That could be good. Back to the Future Wow, how did I know that? Maybe you mentioned it before. Maybe someone has mentioned it before. Because I have not watched Back to the Future. You guys know. I have not watched that. It does a lot of work to maintain. But you'd be rich. You could just pay someone to maintain it, no? Oh, the coffee brew. Okay. I mean both, I guess. But yeah, you can just pay someone. You can just pay someone to maintain the coffee maker. Or you could just buy a new one. You just keep buying new ones. You're like, man, my car is dirty. I'll just get a new one. Imagine being that rich. If I won the lottery, I don't know, man. I think I would buy nicer clothes. That wouldn't even be like that expensive. I don't mean like nicer clothes, like I would buy like Chanel. Like I just mean like I'd buy like moderately nicer clothes, and then I would probably like I don't know. And I'd probably just like travel more and go like first class, I guess. If I was rich, I would consider buying fast food again. True, so expensive. You could have you have to think bigger. You could have a personal pho chef. You know, you could have a chef that just makes you. Okay, I guess you would get sick. You probably don't want to eat that every day. And you can alternate. Five Guys. Five Guys is so expensive. Imagine all rich people call their father daddy in that really nasal voice. I feel like that's probably not the case. Some people, if they're rich and British, they might be like father. You know? Thought about that? I feel like I'm really bad at being rich. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be good as well. I'll be like, investments, it's time. The only expensive thing I could think about is buying a house. That's true. That's true. I would if I was rich, I would buy a house in Vancouver. Healthcare, that's an American rich thing. True. Endless fall, bring on the chest pains. Well, you could just yeah, I guess you can't really pay away chest pains. You travel a lot as well, try lots of food. Yeah, I think traveling would be the main thing I would do with the money. Maybe I've watched too much Fresh Prince. Is that what Hillary says? I guess so, yeah. No, they sound like Ashley. No, what? Wouldn't they sound like Hillary? She's like really spoiled. If I was rich, I'd buy a house and then start a vegan restaurant down the street from my house and eat there every day. True. Well, why don't you just hire a chef to just make you a bunch of vegan food? Then you don't have to go to the restaurant and you don't have to pay for the like. Well, I guess. Or do you want to help other vegans so that it's like you want to just like have other people there? Yeah, Ashley's like the little girl. To influence all your neighbors to be vegan. Checks out. Fresh Prince is so good though. Is it still on Netflix? I feel like I need to give it a watch. I used to really love Fresh Prince growing up. It's actually such a good show, man. Uncle Phil. Love him. When you're rich, you need an agenda. That's true. What would be my agenda? I would eliminate anime. I'll make my agenda the veganization of my community. Sounds good. It's on Disney Plus. Oh, okay. Guess you don't watch too much then. I mean, it's an old show, but like, what are the odds you watched it recently? Calm down, no need to get hasty. I could pay all the anime artists to stop. Be like, guys, just stop. Oh, how about I just remove... Okay, Japanese people can still watch anime. I would just remove all the subtitles. And I would... Okay, I don't think you could remove all the anime from the world. I think I would remove all the subtitles and only have dubs, but the dubs are really bad. It's like unwatchable. Like I would just hire people to make a really terrible dub, and that's all you have, okay? You either have to fluently learn Japanese so you can watch anime, which is, you know, a very like I think that's more effort than many weebs will put in. Um and then I would so then the people who cannot speak Japanese or who do not choose to spend years studying Japanese will have to either watch an unwatchably awful dub or just not watch anime at all. And they'll probably just choose to not watch anime at all. Vancouver declared anime free by 2030. Yeah, please vote for me in the election. No anime. You watched it while you were on the bike. Nice, nice. That's a motivation. Like the ghost story stuff. I don't know what that is. I don't watch anime, man. This is already. I don't know what ghost stories is. Aren't they already unwatchable? That's true. That's true. Even like a really rich company, like oh yeah, I told you guys right. Like I went downstairs. My mom was watching Squid Game with the dub, and like Squid Game is like, you know, they have a lot of money, you know, right? The dub was so bad. Like they were like, I think like a lot of times like it's not the voice actors that are bad. It's just um like they're not really given the context to the situation. So someone's like, if you're like, oh, can you be like, if they just say like, oh, like, can you say like, oh my god, I can't believe it, but you could say it in like, you know, maybe they're saying it like, wow, oh my god, I can't believe it, but someone's like dead, you know, it's like if you're like lacking the context, it's a bit difficult. Maybe that's what happened, but I don't know what happens to these dubs. It's a bit unwatchable. Not my president. I'd be prime minister, so you know. But yeah, that would be my rich person agenda. Maybe it would make me very unpopular, but I would only be unpopular among the weebs, so that's probably fine. Dubbed like a kung fu movie from the 80s. Oh no. I think the only dubbed anime I've watched is Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dragon Ball. That's good. I mean, sorry, that you've watched other anime. That's only dubbed anime. That's fine. That's fine. I think stuff like Pokemon can exist. I don't mind like Pokemon like kids shows existing. Like Dragon Ball and Pokemon can be fine. I don't want any degenerate animes, you know. I think that's yeah, Pokemon, yeah. I think it's a yeah, it's just yeah, no degeneracy, okay. I think that would be that'd be a tough sell. Yeah, I think I'll just like travel. I think first class sounds pretty nice. But if only if I was rich and like I feel like even if I was like a millionaire, I still wouldn't travel first class, you know? Like I'd still be like, ooh, that's kind of a waste of money, you know? Like I feel like it'd be really hard to go around the it'd be really hard to fight that instinct to be like oh, spending like $2,000 on a plane ticket. I don't okay, actually first class is probably more, no? I feel like I would just recoil at the thought and not be able to purchase it, you know? Be frugal by nature to go. Okay, I feel like I could go business class. I think that could be okay. First class is like a ridiculous price, though, isn't it? Like 10,000 or whatever. I'm gonna try that at least once. Yeah, yeah. I think it'd be cool to try first class at least once, but it just seems like such a like I feel like I'd be like, oh, I could spend this money on the vacation, you know? I don't know, 5 hours plus flight. You wouldn't mind paying for first class? I mean, I feel like business class would be plenty, no? Because like first class is so expensive. Like I'm pretty sure it's like 10 grand at least, no? Hoping for that random upgrade. Maybe get all the points this time. How much do first class tickets cost? This is not. Yeah, okay, I don't really know. We can do is attempt to bid. Bid? We welcome in coffee. You can like an auction. Yeah, I'm sure there's ways to like get upgraded, especially if you're like a high points member or whatever. But I'm not super sure. You can bid for seat upgrades to certain airlines. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I think I don't have enough like the bid stuff. If I've got business from Air Canada, WestJet has that. Wait, I fly Air Canada quite often. Maybe I'll look into it. I think that could be worth. I'll take a look. 1K Canadian to upgrade to business. That's a lot though, because sometimes the tickets, most of my tickets are not much more than 1,000. No, like maybe it's like 1,500 or something like that. Paying an extra 1,000 on top of that is kind of expensive. But I guess it's cheaper than just buying business outright. The business class starts out like 6K. Oh my god, that's expensive. That's like the price of my like. That's the cost of like my entire. That's like more than the cost of like an entire trip. Like you could travel for like 2 weeks for like that price, you know, and not even like it wouldn't even be like a frugal trip, you know. That's a tough sell. That's a tough sell for sure. But 1,000 sounds a lot more reasonable at that point. I mean, we're rich. I'd say private jet and problem solved. That's true. That's true. I feel like I'd be happy enough in first class without specifically getting like a private jet. You know, I feel like I'd be chill. Like I wouldn't. I feel like a private jet wouldn't be that much more. Like I mean, I'm sure it's very luxurious, but like I'm just chilling. You know, I just buy a plate and share it with each other. That's true. That's true. Yeah, we can just share it. Like it's not like you need it all the time. You can't just be flying constantly. We could just share that. We could just share it. And we can have like consoles in there, you know? I think that'd be great. We'll set up like we're rich, so we can have like PS5 in there, you know? And then we can all get some Wi-Fi going. That could be fun. I'm pretty sure there's like I'm pretty sure there's like a for I'm pretty sure there's like a fake private jet that you can rent to pretend you have a private jet, like for like influencers and stuff like that. It's like a fake inside of a private jet, but it doesn't actually fly. But you can just rent it and like take pictures in it. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I'll cover the food. Someone else gets the plane, and maybe someone bitching for food for real. You're gonna pay for the food. Okay, okay. Get that fiber internet. I don't think you can get the fiber cable all the way out there, but maybe if you're rich enough, you know, just have a long enough cable. Pretty sure Dan Bilzerian. I do not know who that is. But I'm probably glad I don't know who that is from the sound of it. Don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of the like, you know, like rise and grind kind of influencers have this like go on this like fake private jet, you know? He was a big shot rich influencer, turned out to be a big scam, yeah. Like the ones that like they'll rent they'll like rent a supercar or like do like fake private jet or like, you know, that kind of thing, or like buy designer clothes and then return it. I'm sure that kind of stuff is really really common. It's like, come on, man. What's the point? What's the point? I guess if you're trying to scam people, then there's a point. You're trying to convince people that you're rich and that they should buy your course so they can learn how to be rich. Those things are so stupid though, because it's like, if they got rich making the course, then like, how are they gonna teach you to become rich? Like what? In what world? Yeah, show some crypto. Exactly. But definitely legitimate. That's there's so many people like that. I'm glad I don't know who that is. Okay, I might wrap up pretty soon. Getting hungry. It's getting time for lunch. I actually like have such a weird eating schedule because I wake up so early and I eat breakfast around like 7 a.m., right? And then by the time like 11 a.m. rolls around, I'm like, time for lunch. But it's like 11 a.m. But I feel like I'm always getting hungry at this time. I feel like whatever I eat for breakfast doesn't really, my body doesn't really like recognize it, you know? Like even if I have a big breakfast, I'm like 3-4 hours later, I'm like time to eat again, you know? I think it just like my body just absorbs a lot of food in the morning, you know? Maybe my metabolism is quite fast in the morning. I'm to enter your oatmeal era. That's true. That's true. I need to get some proper stove oatmeal. It's so superior actually. But I'll get around to it. You always eat lunch within 11 to 12. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one eating lunch so early. So I just feel like I want to eat lunch quite early. And some people don't eat lunch till like 1 or 2. But maybe those people are the ones who are waking up late, you know? You should have great metabolism. Yeah, I don't know. I think my metabolism is probably slowed down. Eat breakfast at noon. Yeah, I'm not a non-breakfast eater. I always wake up and I'm starving. I feel like I wake up and I feel like I've never eaten in my life, you know? It depends. Unless I ate right before bed. But usually I don't eat that close to bedtime, so I think it's if I have a snack before bed, then I'm not too hungry when I wake up. I'm like an average amount, but then if I haven't eaten since like dinner and dinner was at like say like 5 p.m., then like I'm always really hungry in the morning. Which I guess makes sense. Used to eat breakfast, but nowadays not so much. Yeah, I'm definitely a breakfast person. I have a hard time going without breakfast. You're fasting at the moment? Yeah, yeah. That means that means you will have a break fast, you know? You will technically breakfast. Welcome in, Chicano. I'm actually like just wrapping up. We're just talking about eating. So I'm about to go eat lunch. Yeah, you're very late. I'm about to leave. Now that Chicano's here, we should go. We should all we all have a place. We all have plans. Yeah, I'm gonna find some food. Yeah, we're all just running away. It's like the really like, it's like that really cowardly middle school bullying. We're like, sorry, I don't know why I said middle school because we don't even have middle school here. But yeah. Can you just say hi bye anyway? Okay, okay. Uh, I hope you have a fun plans or whatever Costco run. But yeah, I think I'll end it here for today so we can all go eat some lunch or dinner or wherever. But yeah, I'll be streaming again on Wednesday. We'll be doing some gaming on Wednesday, playing some Genshin. But if you want some more yapping, I'll be back next weekend for that. Okay, hi bye Chris as well. Good seeing you. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend and see you all in the Discord or on Wednesday. Thanks for watching everyone. Hi bye. Bye everyone.